Huh?
But you know a Navy Federal Credit Union has all those things, right?
You're right. He's got the scent. Oh, wait. Nope. That's just the bacon in my pocket.
Apply for a Navy Federal Credit Union auto loan online, at a branch, or on our mobile app. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Message and data rates may apply. Visit NavyFederal.org for more information.
You can tell spring is in the air thanks to that thick coat of pollen that covers everything from your car to your house. And if you suffer from allergies, this can be a tough time of the year. So breathe easy this spring with Renewal by Anderson's energy-efficient windows and doors. Improved indoor air quality is just one great benefit. Renewal by Anderson's beautiful design with a variety of color options bumps up your curb appeal, too. And during their 30-day spring sale, you can save $325 on every window and $825 on all patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Visit RBAFLA.com for details. Expires April 30th. Some restrictions apply. And if you're looking for a new career, Renewal by Anderson is now hiring experienced window and door installation subcontractors with general and trim carpentry experience. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, visit RBAFLA.com for details. License number CGC 1527613.
As a parent, you're probably unsure what college will look like for your child in the future. Rest assured, Florida Prepaid has a plan for you. There's no way to know what type of higher education your child will pursue years from now. But whether it's a 2-year state college, 4-year university, trade, or technical school, in-state or out, our flexible 529 prepaid plans will help you pay for it, starting at just $34 a month. So you can plan on giving your child the best future possible. Florida Prepaid open enrollment ends April 30th. Find your plan today.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South makes windows that are both energy efficient and hurricane resistant. New South is the factory and eliminates the middleman. New South windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers because we know Florida weather.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
Elevate your outdoor living space this year using stone. Tanzite has developed stone decking, crafted without any plastic composite materials to redefine durability. Visit Tanzite.com to see how stone decking doesn't scratch, stays cooler, isn't slippery, and has all the durability you would expect from stone, which is why it's guaranteed for life. At Tanzite.com, you will see how we developed stone to easily transform any ordinary wood deck. You can even make your deck waterproof for a dry space below. Versatile and adaptable, Tanzite is perfect for decks, stairs, over concrete, or ground applications. Visit Tanzite.com to start planning your project with a free 3D design and construction plan tailored to your space. Order a sample today to witness the incredible beauty and durability firsthand at Tanzite.com. That's TANZITE.com.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind. If you've been in a car accident, you need to know a term. It's called statute of limitations. That means you have 2 years from the time of the accident to actually file a lawsuit if need be. If you don't do that, you're going to lose your rights to the claim. Now, sometimes some lawyers will wait till the last minute to file or contact you with just about a month left saying that they don't know if they want to proceed with your case. Be careful with that. For more information, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546, office Orlando.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Monday, April 8th, 2024. Lots to get to today, from the total solar eclipse to Elon Musk is in huge trouble in Brazil, and Morgan Wallen faces 15 years in jail, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C.
What's happening?
See, a Eclipse, man. It's the Eclipse. Hello to you.
Was the
You
moon
can join
blocking
us
your voice?
on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Monday?
Good. How the heck are you?
I'm getting ready here.
Ready for tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
buddy.
Can you see anything?
I don't think
I cannot.
I can't remember the last time you've ever worn a piece of clothing to go along with the day.
I'm ready to go, man.
I can barely get you to wear green on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I got this. Yeah. You know,
And,
it's even got the date. Oh, yeah.
wow.
Turn around bright eyes. Nice. Where
I'm
and when
ready
did
to
you
go.
get that?
I bought it on Amazon when I was drunk 3 weeks ago. And it arrived. I forgot about it until this
Planning
morning.
ahead.
And then Courtney said, you got the solar eclipse shirt. And I said, that's right.
That's like I always talk about the happy surprise of getting a pizza that you ordered when you were stoned. Where you're like, you just got high and forgot, and then the pizza guy shows up, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
yes.
We have a friend of ours who used to order pizzas just like that, but then he would get 4 voicemails like, hey, man, I'm at your door.
Well, yeah.
Hey, guy, I'm at your door right now.
And then I was just reminiscing about the time that I had been at a friend's house and the pizza guy showed up, and they all acted like this was my fault because I opened the door to the pizza guy, but I opened it too far, and the pizza guy saw the bong sitting on the coffee table, and he goes, you could really make a pizza guy's day. And I was like, oh, you ASCII sumbitch. Okay, come on in.
And you smoked marijuana?
Yeah, I know. Crazy,
Get
right?
out of here right now. I don't know what you think this solar eclipse day is, hippie, but it ain't what you think it is, all right? It ain't happening around here. See, Lan, I ran into Sabrina yesterday in the wild.
What up? I was like, what are you guys doing here?
Okay, that's not the first thing you said.
What did I say?
Because Courtney and I were going to the big event downtown, and we brought
The
Lady
big
down
event.
there.
What big event?
The
It was
fiesta in the park.
Yeah, it was like something like really generic kind of thing. And so
she's got her thumb on the pulse.
I had
She
a
was
gig.
literally there.
I had a
3
gig.
blocks away. She was right there.
I thought it was just a market or some sort.
So we're leaving, and I forgot that Sabrina had a gig downtown, and I was like, "Oh, that's right." We were getting something to eat at that place right next door to where
Classic?
you were. Yeah, that's so good. Oh,
times, yeah.
man, so good. Go out there next time Sabrina's doing one of her DJ gigs.
Karaoke, dude. I'm no
Karaoke
DJ.
/ DJ. There was music. I heard the music. Okay, that place
it
was
pumping.
bumping.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, right.
I was trying to order next door, and I'm like, "I'll take a cheeseburger." It's like hear music rumbling inside the place, inside Burton's. And so, first of all, food at that place next door was amazing. Then we have to wait for it, C-Lane. So Courtney and I sit down on like the little bench area outside, and Courtney goes, "Oh, Sabrina's here." And I go, "Oh, yeah, she is here. She's down there." And then we were like maybe 30 feet away or something. Courtney goes, "Sabrina!" And Sabrina looks over, but we're kind of like in the line of the sun or something. So she like puts her hand, over her eyes like she's looking like it's bright.
Hello?
And then she throws out a peace sign and then turns the other way.
Nope.
And she didn't know who it was. She just thought it was like a fan just fanning out. And Courtney's like, "Hey, Sabrina." She's like, yeah. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out of the van.
I'm so sorry. There was a lot going on yesterday.
There was a lot of people there.
Yeah, the beautiful thing about Sundays is like when I start that karaoke gig, everyone's like a little shy the first maybe hour, and then everyone gets so tanked that it becomes like, all right, here we go, kind of / babysitting and party time at the same time. And then I saw you guys. I'm like, you want to sing a song? Come on in.
You were the first one. First of all, I knew something was weird because when I walked by Burton's with everybody outside, it's like, "Hey, Sean." I'm like, "Oh, hey, Sean." And like a couple people recognize me. And then I go into the classic place, and I still don't know that Sabrina's gig is on. I should have known this, but I didn't.
That's okay.
And the guy at the classic goes, "You going to do some karaoke?" And I'm like, Is there something about this place that I don't know? Am I going to do some carry? I was planning on ordering a cheeseburger.
Just your brethren next door.
And then I hear Sabrina's voice through the wall, and it's just, I'm like, oh, okay. I know what's going on in there. Well, today, the total solar eclipse.
Whoa, that's today? I haven't heard literally everybody mention it.
Can I tell you, I got
Go ahead.
in an argument with someone who's like, we're not even going to see it, so I'm just going to look at it. And I'm like, do not look at it.
You know what
That's
I
the whole
dislike?
point.
You know what I dislike today? All right? I dislike today the lamest take of all. The lamest take in the world is the anti-solar eclipse guy. All right, C-Lane? So don't be the anti-solar.
Oh, I'm not.
These things happen all the time. It's not even that exciting.
I'm not anti-solar eclipse guy. I'm very excited for it. And, after we get off the air, it's going to be rooftop party.
Yes. You got the green light?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Hell
I did this on Friday. I was like, Frank, rooftop party.
Nice.
It's happening.
Woo!
He said we need to bring beer, so I think there's some beers outside. We got to, but...
I have a dance planned for the solar eclipse that I've been working on.
Dance planned.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Show it to us.
The shirt is part of the dance. I've been wearing this shirt for 3 weeks, doing rehearsals for the solar eclipse dance.
You said it just showed up yesterday.
No, it's been here for weeks, but I forgot about it until yesterday.
You're just gonna do a couple claps.
No,
and then this move right here, where it's like gimme.
First of all, that's not the worst move that I have. Okay,
are you just gonna turn around?
The bringing in is like, you do this.
Whoa.
And you
Okay.
That's why I didn't go into your event yesterday. I would have ruined the whole thing. It would have been like, turning around. Bright eyes. You get it? Solar eclipse today, folks. Don't take photos of the solar eclipse with your phone, they say. I did not know this was a thing. But you can ruin your phone. This doesn't make any sense to me. Does that make sense to you? You can ruin your phone by taking a photo of the solar eclipse?
I don't believe that you can ruin the entire phone. It's possible, but what they're saying is, the way that your phone's lens work is that it's a magnifying glass that takes what it sees and then puts that on this chip, the CCD of the camera. And so if you're pointing that magnifying glass at the sun, it could fry the chip that is your camera. I don't think it's going to be the whole damn phone. Like all of a sudden your iPhone just goes, nope, we looked at the sun and then you didn't listen to anybody and now you're stupid and you don't have a phone.
It seems weird to me that you could point your phone at anything it would mess it up. That seems strange to me that would be the case. You're saying it is, though.
That's what experts are saying.
What if I stared down the barrel of a big ass telescope at the
Hell no.
eclipse?
Bad for your eyes.
Would that just fry them out immediately if I did that?
Think of the thing I just described about your phone, and that's only one lens, one magnifying glass. Telescopes are often, either bigger lenses or multiple lenses, depending on the telescope. And if you're just going to naked eye, raw dog it right in there, goodbye to that eye.
I can't find the right eclipse. Fact.
I think it's there. You're in the ballpark. She's struggling with the sound effect. You nailed it. That one makes a statement. That's right, folks. It's total solar eclipse day here on the show. We're only taking pro-eclipsers, no anti-eclipsers who think it's a cool take to be like, the eclipse is stupid. We're talking about the eclipse. Talk about something else. What else are you going to talk about?
This new voice is so interesting. That was the assistant to Simpsons guy.
I don't know what it is, actually. It's a work in process. So I've seen people doing this on Facebook, too. And that's probably where it's the worst. And it's like, oh, yeah, it's so interesting. Let's talk about the eclipse today. And all I think is, what do you want to talk about? Do you have something else that you think is more interesting on this day at this time to talk about than the eclipse? And if you say yes, you're boring.
Exactly.
You're boring because the interesting thing is the solar eclipse today. It's what's grabbing the zeitgeist by the crotch.
And
It's got it.
Zeitgeist by the crotch is very interesting. And then, two, all the conspiracy theories coming to fruition today are also very, very entertaining.
What are they saying is going to happen?
Okay, so you've heard the world's going to end. You know, there was the world's going to end today. And then what I saw this morning doing my prep was that it's going to be an international human sacrifice at the time of the eclipse. Yeah.
An international human sacrifice?
I just kind of scrolled right past it, but I didn't note the headline. I should have clicked the
Is it a self-sacrifice, or does somebody get to be the sacrificer?
I feel like it's a sacrificer. Like there are certain religions that are going to get rid of some humans for the sake of the higher power or something.
All I know is Austin is right in like the path of totality, and he told me he's at this event, and he said there's the thing called Total Eclipse Russellville, and 300 people are getting married and renewing their vows during the eclipse.
Yeah,
cool.
That seems kind of strange to me. I don't know. I mean, like, everybody do it your own way. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but it seems like it's a strange day. And I'm here to embrace that. We'll see what happens. We'll also do something different and special. We'll talk to Amy Caulfield when we come back. Sorry.
Jesus, off the bat,
I didn't mean
man.
to. I'm just trying.
Get it out before Amy Caulfield gets here.
Seriously, it'll be extremely
it's an eclipse,
embarrassing.
man. It's an eclipse. Things are different today. Things are different. Amy Caulfield usually joins us in an hour, but she's joining us right in a moment or two here. Don't know what's going to happen. All bets are off. Gonna be a weird one. Don't miss any of it. Stick around. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Smart speakers can't stop you from saying stupid stuff when you're coming out of anesthesia. When I grow up, I want to be a puppy. But they can't play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. All you got to do is ask.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
There's a couple of accidents to watch out for this morning. Sand Lake Road westbound beyond Turkey Lake Road. 2 right lanes are blocked. On State Road 520 eastbound at Maxim Parkway, the left lane is blocked there. And authorities are working on that accident on Victoria Way at Century Drive. Travel with caution in these areas. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire the largest injury firm in the world for your injury case? Let me count the ways. Your case will be handled by your lawyer, a paralegal, and a case manager who's always in the office for you when your lawyer's in court. There's also a 24-hour hotline if you ever have a question or a problem. We've collected over $20 billion and won a lot. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
They're modern-day con artists, and they're the focus of Creating a Con, a true crime anthology podcast. Season 1 spotlights Ray Trapani and his tech startup scam, endorsed by DJ Khaled and Floyd Mayweather, and built on empty promises and millions from bilked investors.
If someone's like, oh, what's your best way of making money? I don't think start a business. I'm like, oh, we should start some sort of scheme, and I can't help it.
Listen to Creating a Con on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Creating a Con.
Fraudulent tax returns due to identity theft increased by 30% in 2023. If you're in a bind this tax season, LifeLock can help. Their U.S.-based restoration specialists are dedicated to helping solve identity theft issues, and all plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which means if you lose money because of identity theft, LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan. Help protect your information with LifeLock. Go to LifeLock.com and save up to 25% your first year with my name, Clay, as your promo code.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with everything I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of dry AMD called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, colors appear dull or washed out. For others, hazy or blurred vision make it hard to see details, like fine print on price tags. Many have trouble seeing in the dark, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you think you have GA, don't wait. Treatments are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to GAWon'tWait.com.
Spring has sprung and it's full tilt boogie time at GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Thank you from Fence Outlet, Central Florida's top fencing company. As we celebrate 30 years in business, we want to thank our customers for their trust and support. We couldn't have reached this milestone without you. Find out more at fenceoutlet.com.
Homeowners, do you need a new patio, driveway, or front walkway? Install Brick Paver can give you a beautiful outdoor living space. Would you like a custom fire pit for relaxing with your family? Or a custom outdoor kitchen or pool deck renovation? Everything you need to create a perfect outdoor paradise, Install Brick Paver can do with spectacular results. Go to installbrickpaver.com to see our amazing home makeovers. Get a free quote for your outdoor project at 407-337-4040. Install Brick Paver is a family-owned and operated company with over 20 years of experience and fantastic Google reviews. Call today and get $250 off your next project. Fire pits, paver driveways, patios, and pool deck renovation. Install Brick Paver does it all. Call for your free quote and $250 off your next project now at 407-337-4040. That's 407-337-4040.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Lost 80s, playing those songs you forgot you knew from the 80s. Duran Duran, Huey Lewis, Tina Turner, and more, all commercial-free. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Lost 80s, and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
New South Window Solutions. Made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com. They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting?
And it is a total solar eclipse day.
Oh, yeah.
So let's change things around a little bit and welcome our friend Amy Caulfield.
Yes.
There she is.
Happy Monday. Happy Solar Eclipse Day.
Happy
belated birthday.
Yeah, how was your
Thank
birthday
you.
weekend?
It was fabulous. Sabrina sang to me. It made my whole weekend.
Oh, yes. Me and Carl got together for a video to sing happy birthday. It was very
Wait,
sweet. He was very
now,
confused.
Does this mean you had, I believe, your favorite pizza, which is the underground pizza? What's it called?
It's Brad's Underground. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, Brad's Underground Pizza. It's kind of like a ghost kitchen. I mean, he basically just makes pizzas in his kitchen. It's off Curry Ford in Orlando, and then you just go pick it up and you can. But it's underground because for the longest time you would have to actually order it through direct message on Instagram. It's so good. It's like Chicago style pizza.
How did you find Brad's Underground? Because I'm pretty sure the kitchen that makes it is like down the street from me, and I don't think you live anywhere near me.
Oh, yeah, no. So it takes us a half hour to get there. You know what? You're going to laugh. I don't remember. We've been eating it for like a couple of years now. And he makes both Chicago style and tavern style, but he's great. He's just a super nice guy. He was working at Full Sail and he was just like selling pizzas on the side, just because he's from Chicago and he loves Chicago style pizza. And then he just turned it into a thing.
Sean does not love Chicago-style pizza.
Wow.
Oh, really? But he has tavern, too.
It's too much. It's like a whole to-do, and
like a casserole.
Yeah, it kind of is. Like, I like a bite of it or something, but I like Detroit-style pizza. Oh, yeah.
Detroit's good, yeah. Have you guys tried Soto? That's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Soto's good,
Yeah.
Sbarro's.
My favorite remains the Walmart pizza. Walmart pizza. Yeah, you get it. It's all ready to go, and then you get it and you put it in the oven and you cook it. It's not like the frozen one.
Oh, I know. It's like the take and bake.
Yeah, the take and bake.
Yeah, no, I know a really nice little Italian place that does the same thing as 7-Eleven.
Good, man. You're missing out on this.
There was like a solid tipsy night that I had where I'm like, this pizza is pretty dang good. All right? I didn't do too bad.
Everybody's got it all wrong. That's the good stuff right there. Well, here we are, Amy, a total solar eclipse. And
it's crazy.
A little bit of pandemonium, people freaking out about things. I heard there's some people who are going, your pets are going to have a negative reaction to this total solar eclipse.
Oh, no, I won't be home for it.
And it's like if your dog is like pacing or whining, that means that they're freaking out. I'm like, how does a dog know about the solar eclipse?
No, I heard somebody that was like, they were worried that your pets were going to notice the eclipse and that would compel them to look at the sun. I was like, your pets don't look at the sun. Nobody's pets are looking at the sun.
I was thinking about that today.
Lady doesn't even know the sun exists. She's not even aware of it yet.
There's nothing to dogs. Like, I was thinking about that today, like walking Carl, and I'm like, should I bring him out? But I've never seen a dog that looks directly at the sun. Like,
no.
They're way smarter than humans in that aspect.
Yeah, in fact, I would really question that dog. If you brought a dog outside and just stared at the sun, I'd be like, okay, this one's a dud. We got a bad dog here. There's all sorts of like...
pet. You have to remember, we're not in totality either. So, like, for us, it's only like a 57%. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it'll be interesting to see it here, and you'll still be able to see something. But it's the folks who are actually in the true path, like between Texas all the way up to Northeast. I would think they're the ones who are going to experience more of like the weird anomalies, like the birds stop chirping and the cicadas go crazy and all that stuff.
Yeah, they come up from the ground.
We got our friends in Dallas, and they're in the path of totality, and in Rochester, I think they're in New York. There's a lot of spots that are like real close to this where it'll be more drastic. But I mean, what were we going to say, Celine? Go ahead.
Amy, do you know anybody personally that is traveling to experience this? I know that you guys talked to your digital guy who was at the horse track, and he was doing that. But do you know anybody else that, like, not for work, not for anything other than just to be underneath the sun when it's blocked for 4 minutes? You know somebody that's out there?
Yeah, a couple of my friends, Dan and Kara, they traveled to go see it, and they headed up to Indiana. And then another friend of mine, Doug, who's a doctor here in town, he travels for it anytime there's an eclipse. He went up to South Carolina a couple years ago. So yeah, I mean, for some people, this is like the Super Bowl of space nerdy stuff. You know what I mean?
We priced hotel rooms for it last week, and good grief, that was
crazy.
Yeah, insane prices for hotels if you were underneath the path of totality tonight.
I got to tell you, though, I had no idea, honestly. I try to like stay up on things. I didn't know that the solar eclipse tourism world was as big as it is. And it's pretty massive. There are a lot of people that have gone somewhere today to try to get closer to this.
I think it's because it happens so infrequently that they don't have the numbers gathered for something like this like they have for, different celestial things or just different things that have a temporary tourism, like the Super Bowl,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this isn't going to happen. The totality won't happen again. I think we were saying this morning, not another 20 years. I mean, that's a long time.
Yeah.
So
A lot
it's like,
could
you
happen
missed
in
it. I
20
don't know.
years.
Exactly. Let's hope we're all around 20
My
years
kid
from
will
now. I
be
don't
20
know.
when the
Oh
thing like that.
my
Yeah.
gosh, that's crazy.
That
My
is-
kid will be 40.
Whoa!
Oh,
I don't know if I'll have kids, but I hope I do.
Painful. All right. Well, what we do know from social media and just kind of paying attention here is that when, and confirm or deny this for us, Amy Kaufel, when the path of totality starts rolling across, everybody within the path of the eclipse is annihilated instantly and melts, I believe, just from some of the things I'm seeing.
Did you say melt?
Yeah, blocking the sun makes it stronger, so they just kind of like a vapor. Just
it's an addition by subtraction, you
Yeah.
know, and
Right.
and then
There's so many funny like memes out. Like the one I saw today that was so funny. It was like, I don't know why we're making such a big deal out of like, not seeing the sun for 2 minutes. Kid Rock hasn't seen the sun in 3 damn days. Remember that? there's so many funny ones. It's just been fun to watch.
See, look, I like everybody having fun with it. These stupid fuddy-duddies that are on social media, those stupid, the total eclipse is stupid. All of these people, I want to scream at them today. You're boring
Don't
weirdos.
even give them the energy of it. We're
I
having
hate
a
it.
good time.
Oh, so there's lots of eyes on this. What are you going to be doing in terms of your coverage, Amy, the total eclipse?
So we're doing streaming coverage today from noon until 4:30. So we've got a bunch of guests lined up. We've got actually, this is interesting. We have a gal lined up who's an astrologer, different from an astronomer, an astrologer, right? And she's going to talk about like the different, like what your sign is and how this will impact your sign.
Oh.
So I don't know. I think that's kind of interesting. She said basically the eclipses bring big changes, like something will end and something new will begin for you, depending on what your sign is.
What's your sign, Amy? Are you Taurus or I'm April
an
baby
Aries.
too. Oh, you're Aries.
Oh.
Okay.
Are you an Aries or Taurus?
I'm Taurus, but I'm like right
You're
at
Taurus.
the cusp.
Okay.
Aries
Yeah.
are bad.
Oh,
yeah, I
come
hear
on,
bad
Sean.
things.
What are you? You're a Cancer, aren't you?
I'm a Gemini.
Oh,
and I'm not a Cancer.
that's even worse.
Why is a Gemini worse? What does that even mean?
Exactly.
Isn't Gemini the twins or something? That's what Gemini is? I don't know. I don't know.
Literally split personality.
Every girl I've ever talked to who started bringing this stuff up, I just walked the other way as fast as I could. I just made my way away from
Out of
any of
walking
the
around.
sign talk. But there's something too.
Yeah,
maybe
don't let Sean interview the astrologer. He'll ask the very first question will be if she has a real job.
Oh no, I wouldn't. Maybe though.
They make a lot of money. Come on.
Look,
It's 2024.
Today is a weird day, and there could be weird things, reverberations like that happen as a result of it. So we gotta
think
check
about
everything.
Cicadas that have been in the ground for decades will be surfacing because of that. That is bizarre.
You keep doing that thing. I don't think these two things are related.
Okay, the whole cicadas thing like totally creeps me out. I'm so glad we don't have them
All
here.
right, hold on.
Okay, but Amy,
so
is it
creepy.
related or am I a nut job?
I don't know. I mean, it's a weird coincidence, but it is. I mean, those things are nasty.
They are gross.
She doesn't want to call me a
Nasty.
nut job, so maybe I got it wrong. I could have sworn there. I mean, what are the
I
chances?
think they're happening at the same time, and they're both very rare.
It is a little weird,
but
right? It is a little coincidental.
Like, I don't think that the total solar eclipse is like, unless I'm wrong, I don't think it's causing the cicada guys or whatever.
No, because they're on a schedule. Like, this is like it's the 17-year cicada, right? I mean, it's like it is what it is,
Yeah.
right? Isn't that what? Because there's like different kinds of cicadas. I think that's what this one.
Yes, there's two different kinds that are emerging at the same time.
Oh, at the
here.
same time, right? Because
Yeah.
isn't there another one that only comes out every like
13, I believe. I think a 13 and a 17.
Yeah.
They're gross. That means after this weekend, we have enough time to stop the next round of them because it's nasty.
But you know what you could do if you wanted to go viral? Just when the cicadas break out, especially if there's an eclipse going on at the same
Amy,
time.
he's about to say something super weird.
Or gross.
Just like have somebody videotape you and just start eating all of them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like just start wandering around, like eat, like
This is
ram
why they don't
jamming.
interview you on Fox Local.
No, I understand that. I support the ban. I'm okay with it.
Now, where are you guys going to watch it from?
They're going to go to the roof.
The roof. Okay. And do you guys have glasses?
Yes. Sure do.
Yeah.
Thanks,
You did get the
Solar
glasses.
Source.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Ready to go.
Because people were asking like where you can still get them at the library, and then the Orange County History Center downtown Orlando, they're giving them out today. And I think most libraries probably everywhere. So
we got a text from our friends over at Solar Source that they found 100 more or something like that.
Yeah,
over in Altamont. So if
I
you want
bought
to
my
go
wife a pair at the gas station. Like you can run into those very easily.
I'm a little confused about yours. Okay, so these are mine from Solar Source. And they are black. You could see the black lens.
Yeah, you can barely see anything,
think that
right?
you got Rave glasses by accident.
Are these not black?
No, they're like mirrored. I think you got the ones that like help you out if you're on drugs.
I'm going to tell you, I can't see anything.
Those are the right ones then. If you can't see anything, those are the ones you want.
We were trying them on in studio this morning, and Ryan was actually the first one to notice it. And he was like, okay, look at the studio lights, which we never look at the studio lights because they're so bright. So we put them on and tried to look at the studio lights. You could barely see the studio lights. I mean, they are
Sabrina said on Friday, she goes, we could use these as a blindfold. And I'm like, I don't know, are they that dark? Yes, 100%. Like, it's as dark as a blindfold.
And you could
can't
use them
see
all the time if you ever want to look in the sun for
here's
any
right.
reason.
They're like Brian's trying them on for you. You see him? Right.
He's going to run into something.
Okay.
Oh, wait, good. Oh, hey, Ryan. Great to see you. Oh, love him.
So I don't know.
Ryan had fun this weekend. He was hanging out with Cheryl Hines and all the big celebrities at the United Cerebral Palsy fundraiser.
Wow.
That's right. It was so
pretty
cool. Cheryl Hines from Curb Your Enthusiasm, John.
Yeah, she's awesome.
I know she is.
Married
You
to
didn't have to
RFK
do that.
Jr. Did you guys know she's married to RFK Jr.?
Yeah. I'll talk to her about that.
Wait,
fascinating.
what?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Oh, she's going to have an exciting year.
Oh, he
very interesting.
Then was Cheryl at Gatorland over the weekend too? Because I heard that RFK Jr. was popping around Gatorland.
Oh,
you know what they said? Even the alligators were annoyed by his voice.
There's actually an article about that today about what's wrong with his voice. So it's like a neurological condition that causes his voice to be like that.
You feel good about yourself, Sean?
Amy, why'd you have to do that? I know it's a neurological condition, but you're taking all the funny out of it.
Okay, no, sorry.
It's not. Oh, don't apologize. He should be called out for being an ass.
I just want to give a shout out to your colleague and our dear friend from iHeartRadio, Leslie Gale today. She's up at the Mayo Clinic.
Yeah. Oh, that's
right. And she texted me this morning, and this is actually crazy, but you guys, she said that she is there with a radio gal from Melbourne.
Yeah.
And she said that she also has the exact same condition
No
and that they're
way.
both having their Yes. What are the odds of
Really?
that? She just happened to meet her in the waiting room. She says, Amy, I just happened to meet this gal in the waiting room. She's a radio person from Melbourne, and she has the same condition. They both have vocal cord paralysis, and they're both getting treated at Mayo.
Okay. All right. So I saw you posted about this. And in fact,
That was a great interview, by the way.
I sent it over to both Sabrina and Celine in our group text, and I said, "You see this? Our radio brethren here.
Yeah.
She just lost her voice like out of nowhere. All of a sudden,
6 weeks, Sean.
Yeah.
6 weeks.
And do they know what spurred that paralysis, or is it just like completely random?
So they think it was a virus. They're not 100% sure. There are some people who lose their voice like stress related. I don't know if you guys remember what happened to Howard Stern years ago where he had stress related vocal paralysis. But they think Leslie's was caused by a virus.
Wow.
But it's been 6 weeks. So she went up to the Mayo last week and they injected. It's almost like what you like when women put like filler. Or I guess men do it too. Like filler in their faces, to try to like get rid of wrinkles. And it's very similar to that. They injected that into her vocal cords, but sadly it didn't work. So now she's going back today and tomorrow. She'll be up there this is a little bit more invasive, she said. So hopefully this time it'll do the trick.
Yeah.
But it's scary. This is your livelihood. Imagine you guys if that happened to you. It's like, what do you do?
I've done it a few times.
Yeah, but it came back, man.
But yeah, he's done it, but for a reason. He just partied a little too hard, sang a little too hard. Yeah.
Scary to think like you party a little too hard and your voice goes away, and like what if it doesn't come back? Like
it's one of the scariest things you could think about. Yeah, and there's a lot of things that you could learn terrible news from that. My mom actually, that was one of the first things that happened to her. All of a sudden, her voice started to go, and she just thought she was sick. And then eventually, they're like, "You got to go to the doctor." She went to the doctor, and it was like cancer ripping through like the vocal cords and stuff that had happened at that point. So, I mean, obviously, for Leslie, they've lasered in on something else here, and they're working on it. But obviously, we wish her the best. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Just a
you guys are
wild
awesome.
story.
I know you guys are all very tight at iHeart, and you guys see each other all the time. And so, yeah. So just
Not
wanted to give you
Sean.
that update. I just thought that was crazy.
What are you doing to me? This is the worst time.
Sean's still at his house, Amy.
Yeah, I
But
went
Celia
to
and
the
I
station.
do.
But back in the day,
I go to the station every time they decide to unceremoniously fire people.
No.
I make my way in there and hang out with everybody else.
Anyways,
so we
the
got,
eclipse, huh?
we got this eclipse coming. Are you
It's
going
gonna
to
be cool.
Are you going to attempt to be looking at it?
Yeah, I got the glasses. So yeah, so I'm gonna so the peak viewing time for us here in Central Florida is basically right at 3:00. So we can expect everything to start happening. Like the progress of the eclipse will begin about 1:45, and then for Central Florida 3:00, and then everything should be over and done with by about 4:15.
Yeah.
But again, we're only getting 57%, so it'll still be cool, but not as
How
cool
much
as.
percentage did we have the last time? Like in what was 2017, 2018?
Oh, in 2017, I think it was even less than that, if I
Okay.
remember correctly.
All right.
It wasn't. Yeah. So
I'll take
I don't know.
it.
It'll be cool. The schools are going crazy. Like kids aren't allowed to leave school. Like
No
everybody
way.
hunker down in the classroom. I think everyone's just so worried about, like, oh gosh, what if one kid looks at it and, burns their retina? I don't know.
All right, well, can
They're
people
not
go?
letting the kids look at it because they're worried about that.
Glasses.
Yeah. Stay inside.
Yeah, kids are dumb too. They
Oh
will
my
look right at
Okay.
the.
Yeah,
They
you
will
really.
stare at it if they can. But where can people watch this? Because I know you guys are going to have like the full-on
The sky.
coverage.
Yeah.
No, I
So
mean
we'll have
Amy K, not the eclipse itself.
The sky. I
Through
love it.
Amy
Good
K,
job,
how
Serena.
can they watch
So,
your
we'll be
coverage?
on Fox Local, streaming on Fox Local. And then if you have the Fox 35 app, all you have to do, there's like a little red button in the top right corner. It says live. You just click on that and you can watch it there too.
All right, excellent. Always a blast talking to you. Happy birthday.
Love you guys.
Love you,
Thank
Amy.
you.
Happy
Love
solar
you.
eclipse, and be safe. Don't let anybody over at Fox 35 look into the sun. We don't want that happening today.
Be careful.
All right, we'll see you next time. There she is, Amy
Bye,
K
guys. See you next week. Love you.
from Fox
you,
35, the best of the best. And go watch their coverage as the day rolls on and the solar eclipse rolls on. When we come back, we will get to. I didn't even do the opening clip today on the show. We got
Oh, you
so
didn't?
excited about
we
the
didn't put our
eclipse.
fingers on the pulse and
No.
the ear on the ground, huh?
No,
Wow.
did not do that. But
Whoops.
we will put our fingers on the pulse when we come back. And I'll tell you about something that happened this weekend that was a game changer, an absolute bona fide game changer. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio. At 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
I am Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 midday weather update for Central Florida. Today we'll see a high near 80 degrees with times of passing clouds. All eyes to the sky for the 3:03 p.m. peak to a partial solar eclipse, where roughly 60% of the sun will be covered by the moon. It may dip in temperature for a few degrees during that time period, just a couple of minutes of that before warming back up after the event is over. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Folks, here in Central Florida, there is a lot of things that are important and top of mind. One of them during the spring and summer is staying nice and cool inside the AC. You want to make sure your AC works perfectly every single time. And that's why I strongly suggest you just pick up the phone and call Mills Air. They are fantastic. They've been in business since 1992. That's over 32 years that they've been keeping people just like you nice, cool, and comfortable. Their techs are awesome. They are so skilled. They're really good people persons. And they are also, they're very good at explaining how the AC works to you in simple terms. You know, they'll bring it down to a level where it makes sense, and then they'll fix whatever needs to be fixed, no matter your AC type. They're a Carrier factory authorized dealer and get you big rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit should you need it. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. So here's the number, 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
Another happy Safe Light customer.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
There I was driving down the highway when out of nowhere, a rock hits my windshield. So annoying. But then I remembered Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace. I booked my appointment at safelight.com. And with my insurance, my new windshield was no cost to me. Safe Light even handled my insurance claim, which was the best.
Cracked windshield? Just go to safelight.com and let Safe Light take care of everything.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with everything I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of dry AMD called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, colors appear dull or washed out. For others, hazy or blurred vision make it hard to see details, like fine print on price tags. Many have trouble seeing in the dark, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you think you have GA, don't wait. Treatments are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to GAWon'tWait.com.
You got a service dog? Actually, he's a deals dog. Since I'm looking for a new car, I trained him to sniff out awesome rates, member discounts, and fast decisions. Cool, huh? But you know Navy Federal Credit Union has all those things, right? You're right. He's got the scent. Oh, wait. Nope. That's just the bacon in my pocket.
Apply for a Navy Federal Credit Union auto loan online, at a branch, or in our mobile app. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Message and data rates may apply. Visit NavyFederal.org for more information.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the Injury Law from Kaufman Lind. Dude, I'm behind you. I can see you texting on your phone. Put the phone down. You know it's a crime. In the state of Florida, it's actually a misdemeanor to get caught texting on your phone. I know you're going to claim you weren't, but either TikToking, Facebook, texting, I don't know what you're doing. But when you get home and you want to see a good TikTok, go to Kaufman Lind. For more information, contact me at whenyoudothis.com or dial pound 546 on your cell. Office Orlando.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you right now, like Lost 80s. Just search Lost 80s and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol. When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Need to hire? You need Indeed.
Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
High diving face first into the world's most viral newsroom.
Perhaps even more strange than the total solar eclipse on this lovely Monday. And by the way, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. We love you. And we couldn't do it without you here. But you know what's insane to me? Jack Bradshaw is 57 years old. Do you know what I mean? Like, that dude looks so good for his age and beyond. I look older than Jack Bradshaw, and it makes me mad every single day.
You know why? He moisturizes.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I screwed it up. I'm probably too late.
And probably the lack of like smoking and drinking as much as we do.
There's got to be something. The guy is doing something right. I don't know what it is. I've never seen anybody age better than our friend Jack Bradshaw. It's stunning. It's unbelievable. It should be studied by the greatest of scientists. And we salute him. So happy birthday, Jack Bradshaw, turning 57 this week. And jumping into 57 on his Instagram, which I just saw during the break.
He jumped over a car, guys.
He did.
He jumped over a whole car.
Great head of hair, too, man.
He does. God damn it, he makes me mad. Every time I have to pretend to like him every time I talk to him because I get so mad about this stuff.
What if you got plugs but use Jack's hair?
Oh, my God. You think he'll be so kind?
Yeah,
you think
there's plenty.
I'll be like, come on, buddy. Give me a little bit extra. And give me like just a couple like, can you do a face Can you take a face off like Nick Cage wanted to, you know? And put a face on another face?
And then
I'd like that.
Do you want to do part 2? Because that would be uncomfortable.
What's the other part?
I don't want to say unless you watched the movie,
about?
Man.
I watched the movie. I thought it was a long time ago, though, I'll be honest.
He put on his face and did what?
Oh, did he?
Exactly. I thought you were going to get the reference. Give me a small truck only move forward. I shouldn't have to explain.
All right.
She would never.
Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Of course she would never. Let's see what's happening in this great big wide world of ours. We go over to sports, baby. It's where we thrive, we live, we breathe, we eat. Sports! And we exist in the world of sports. Sometimes, though, in the world of sports, the sports dudes, they run out of sports things to talk about. And you've got to talk about other
Is this
non-sports
a baseball game?
things. No, it's not a baseball game. No, you got something else that happened at a baseball game that I should be playing?
No, but usually the amount of times that tangents happen, a lot of those are baseball games because there's so little to talk about, over the course of an entire game.
Yeah, and they'll just start talking about like a random thing in their lives or whatever. This was during one of their shows, and I don't know why, but I like this guy. I got a soft spot in my heart for him as a broadcaster. I think he's good.
And a hard spot in your pants for him.
And I love that when he's talking about non-sport stuff, he still talks about it and tackles it with the same approach, with the same level of like fervor and aggression that he might use to talk about a sports story. And here he is talking about a problem that one of his fans had. Here we go.
Stephen A., this is at PPL Have More Fun. People have more fun. Hey, Stephen A., I've got a pet bird, and he's one of the ones that talks and repeats things.
Okay.
Well, I was going this last week for a work trip, and after my girl left for work this morning, my bird keeps yelling out another man's name. Do I confront her? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking. No,
all right. So for some reason, this guy who has a bird that talks has decided to approach his favorite sports talk host to say, hey, my bird is now saying another man's name. What does this mean? And that has made it to the sports program.
Okay.
All right.
You couldn't do like on this day sports history or
No, we got to talk about the bird.
Dodgeball.
And as I said, you got to approach it with the same level of aggression you would an actual sports story.
Hell no, you're not. If that bird is known to repeat things, if you're literally telling me he's a pet bird and he's one of the ones that talks and repeats things, so you know his character. And if he is repeating the name of another dude, one or two things happen.
Uh-oh, he's getting louder.
She was on the phone with that brother in earshot of the bird, or he was at your crib while you were gone.
I like how you can hear his voice like going around the TV studio.
On the phone in earshot of the bird.
Because everyone walked out of the damn room. That's all we got? I appreciate it because it was probably what he was presented with by the writers, right? He's like, all right, if I gotta sell it, I gotta sell it.
You just
that's
hear
all you have?
It's like a soundproof studio, and you hear his voice still bouncing off the rafters, just echoing around into the studio.
Assuming that story is accurate or true, and not just like made up for the sake of having a good segment here where he can yell about a bird.
Mm-hmm.
That parrot is an African gray, and like the mimicking they do.
Bingo or bongo?
No, bongo was a Quaker parrot. But an African gray, the mimicking that they do is pretty exact to what it would sound like. So if you hear an African gray saying another man's name, it should sound like your wife saying another man's name.
Oh.
Really? Not just the name.
That's a fun bird fact.
Like when I lived with an African gray,
he's full of them.
It was my roommate. It was my roommate's bird. His name is Brandon. And he had a sister named Ashley, and the bird would say their two names, but it would mimic the other person saying it. So when he would say, like, Brandon, like his sister would sound, and then he would go, Ashley, because that's what Brandon sounded like.
I gotta tell you, I love birds that will just gather the information and say it in their own voice. It makes me highly uncomfortable when it mimics it perfectly.
Yeah.
Like some crows will do it. There's one... I'll say it with confidence. One crow I follow on TikTok.
All right.
That goes, allo. Allo. But it's like in the same tone as its like very deep voice male owner. And I was like, hola. Hola. And I'd rather go, wow, hola.
Yeah, you want it to sound more bird-like. When it breaks through that barrier, there's something odd about that.
And while we're here talking about birds, I'm having a bit of a moment here.
What's going on?
I went full gallon or 30s with no kids, and I bought a birdhouse with a camera on it.
Oh, those are cool. I like those.
Yeah, super cool. It took me a really long time to assemble, and didn't come with a pole, so I had to get that as well. Had to do some like MacGyvering as far as getting it upright. Not one damn bird has come to feed.
No, you gotta wait. They gotta like.
They got any squirrels?
No squirrels. And then I found out from my neighbor Mike that apparently snakes love birdseed too. And I'm like, I swear to God, I'm the first. Because I keep getting motion activity at bird feeders.
Is this one of those really cool ones I've seen where it could tell you what kind of bird it is when it lands on there?
If I pay for it. But right now I'm on the free because I have yet to see a damn bird.
Are you kidding me? They make you pay for the bird identification? That is lame.
Sean, that's a given, man. Of course they
I would
make
want
it
it built in. I paid for the thing. It's like, that would,
Well,
it's
right
still
now
cool.
it's not even worth it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting anything. Instead I get motion because cars are going by. Or it's me going, hello? Woo! Throwing seed in the air? Nothing.
They will come. They will land out there. Yeah,
because you built it.
If you build it, they will come, and the birds will be there. They will show up eventually. But they're it's like if you just built a brand new house in your neighborhood and opened up the front door, people wouldn't just go running in there. But after a couple of weeks or so, people would be like, what's going on with this house?
Like breaking into the house?
Is this a free house? And then they'd be like, boom, they go into the house.
You know, Sean, it made no sense, but it did bring me some comfort. Thank you.
I think it takes a little time for the birds to go, all right, this house is supposed to be here.
As soon as it happens.
Like squatters or something?
Yeah. Like at first it's suspicious. The birds are like, wasn't a house there yesterday. And all of a sudden there's a house there now. They're very, very like suspicious about this.
But
and
they
then
know
once
me.
they get comfortable,
I have a birdhouse in the back that has been
Yeah.
providing them food for years now.
But
So
if
I
you
can't move
know,
it to the front,
like if you know your neighbor, and then all of a sudden he's got one of those creeper white vans with ice cream on the side, and he wants the kids in the neighborhood to come over.
your examples are so peculiar.
That does not work in one day. You have to be the creepy neighbor for an extended period of time to get the kids to start coming up to your van because they
Right.
get comfortable with it being in the neighborhood.
I got to be honest, you lost me, Sean.
I think it makes
All right,
sense.
how about this? If you already had this established birdhouse in the back, why didn't you just put the camera on that one?
Because it's a full birdhouse, and then to be completely honest, there is a nest that's in the bushes.
Yeah.
Because it's that time of year. And so I was hoping that I'd get a glimpse of the baby birds when they're ready to fly, and they go right to my house. But I'm gonna have to move it. I'm
Birds
gonna move
like
it.
you. You had a bird in your mailbox.
We're
for
bird ladies,
God's
like
sake.
Home Alone style.
Yeah.
But I'll be, I guess, more fashionable in the future. We'll see.
All right. Well, look, I think it's going to work. I think these birds
Thank
are
you,
going to
Sean. I
come
appreciate
a-flying.
that. Of course, unless we all die because of the eclipse later on.
We got that. Yeah, we do have that on the horizon. Okay, when we come back, we'll get to something that happened yesterday that's definitely worthy of going over. We'll get to your dispatches. I got another burp. I got a whole
That
bunch
was
more.
deep. That had stuff in it, didn't it?
Felt a little strange.
Okay.
Eclipse related, not sure. We shall see. All that, plus so much more coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's like a text message with your voice. The TalkBack feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traveling on I-4, there's a bit of delays eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. Slowdowns due to an accident on US 27 southbound at I-4. The left lane is blocked on State Road 520 eastbound at Maxim Parkway, and authorities are working on an accident on Sand Lake Road westbound near Turkey Lake Road. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
The Monster Brew Bus, presented by Wassy Meat Market and Just Call Mo. Injure on the go, just call Mo. Although the bus is sold out, you could still join us Saturday, April 13th at one of our 3 stops. Brewlando Brewing, Toll Road Brewing, and Claremont Brewing. Special thanks to MCA Transportation and Jersey Mike's. Get more information at realradio.fm/brew. That's realradio.fm/brew.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Are you getting a nice tax refund this season? Even if you're not, grow your money and earn up to 5% annual percent yield on a 12-month share certificate or 5.25% on a jumbo certificate from my good friends at Suncoast Credit Union. This is Mike Bianchi. With 3 Central Florida locations, Suncoast makes it simple for you to become a member and open a share certificate to fit your needs. Visit any of their new locations on South Cimarron, South Orange Blossom, or the Loop in Kissimmee, or just go to SuncoastCreditUnion.com to learn more. And remember, with Suncoast, you always get more love and less fees.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day. But when we're driving, cooking, and working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com. Are you bogged down with constant sneezing, watery eyes, and congestion? Do you get sinus headaches and infections? No one should have to suffer season after season. And thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus, treating your allergies is easier than you think, with personalized treatment plans tailored to your needs and budget. you can say goodbye to allergy and sinus issues for good. Book your appointment today at AspireAllergy.com. Aspire Allergy and Sinus, where relief is just around the corner. AspireAllergy.com.
With 3 generations and over 45 years of Florida experience, Handyman Roofing knows storms and hurricanes. We know how to evaluate storm-damaged roofs and not cause more damage. Handyman Roofing has the expertise to get your roof done. Plus, easy financing in case your insurance company is dragging its feet. With multiple emergency response teams ready, Handyman Roofing will be by your side now when you need it the most.
Knows how to get things done. Count on Handyman Roofing to get it done. Handyman Roofing to get it done.
In this week's Marketers Report, Angela Zepeda, CMO Hyundai Motor America, talks about audio storytelling.
People scratch their heads and say, why would you put your brand on a channel that doesn't show the sheet metal? But for us, it's about storytelling. That's driving a lot of brand awareness, but we can also drive a lot of intent.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the influencers, audiences, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with everything I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of dry AMD called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, colors appear dull or washed out. For others, hazy or blurred vision make it hard to see details, like fine print on price tags. Many have trouble seeing in the dark, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you think you have GA, don't wait. Treatments are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to GAWon'tWait.com.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The #1 cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. The most viral newsroom on the planet is still humming along. This is
You go over there, it takes just a moment of your time, and boom, you're on the show just like that. So go to thenewsjunkie.com. Instead is what we call a dispatch right now. Big business for the Eclipse, man. It's crazy how much activity goes on related to this stuff. We talked to Amy Caulfield a little earlier on, and she was telling us how she knew people. I know people who are moving around and checking stuff out for the eclipse. Like 2 or 3 people I know are out and have traveled somewhere to watch the eclipse, and they say it's going to be in the path of about 30 million people, and this is going to be the first time this happens, or the last time this happens, I guess I should say, until 2044. So it's like, I know sometimes they say stuff is rare when it's not. Like C-Lane gets incensed about the moons, and it'll be like the blood red moon. And then it happens every damn year, and you go, well, is that special? Who cares? There's nothing really exciting about this. But this literally won't happen until 2044, so that's got something to it, right? And they're saying in the economy, it's like a YOLO moment for people, and they're spending big. It's going to deliver $6 billion, billion with a B, to the U.S. economy, not far off from the combined impact of Taylor Swift's Eras tour, $5.7 billion to the economy.
So wait. This is from other economies? Like people are coming from outside of the U.S.?
Just within our own. Just people spending related to the eclipse. And they're ending up with about $6 billion, which is like almost the Super Bowl and Taylor Swift put together with her tour. Indianapolis alone is going to have 500,000 visitors. That's 7 times the attendance of the Super Bowl it hosted in 2012. Here's a cool place to see it. Niagara Falls is hosting up to 1 million people for the eclipse.
And there's an Earth Cam on Niagara Falls.
Is there? Really?
Yeah. We should look that up.
Yeah. Let's bring up some stuff during the stream where we can show people what's going on, and they can keep an eye on this. I know there's some, not like some crank, some weirdo who's
let's
like,
get some crank.
It's like, hey, man, I see the eclipse right now. Wearing his old
so
like,
much crank, we'll be
shirt.
talking about it till the next eclipse.
No, we need like an official kind of, the Earth Camp thing's a good example, so we could take a peek as this starts to happen here. But Niagara Falls usually gets 14 million visitors in a whole year, and they're getting 1 million just for the eclipse. That's a lot of people. It's a lot of folks who are going to take a look at this. The people most excited about the eclipse are scientists who for centuries have conducted experiments that can only be done in syzygy. Ever heard of that before this moment?
No.
Spell it.
Syzygy. Syzygy.
That sounds like a rapper.
Syzygy. And scientists like to do experiments in this. That means while the moon is blacking out the sun for several minutes, they'll be scrambling to gather data about the solar system and also observe how animals behave when day suddenly turns to night. Did you know that helium was discovered during the 1968 eclipse?
Syzygy.
Syzygy, and that's happening a little bit.
Syzygy.
Well, as the eclipse is going on. Have you? They said helium was discovered during the 1868 eclipse, which if the person who found it inhaled it during the eclipse, that would have been a wild moment. That would have been just glorious, I think. Enjoy it while you can with the moon moving away from the Earth at a rate of 1.5 inches per year. Total eclipses will eventually become a thing of the past in about 600 million years, according to Johns Hopkins professor Sabine Stanley. So you only got 600 million years left, folks. You're not going to be able to see too many more of these things. Be ready for it when it happens today. You'll be saying to your kids, I remember when. I know what I was doing that day.
When I lost my mind.
This will be one of the ultimate back in my days. Courtney and I went to the movies yesterday. We decided to go to the fancy reclining seat movie theater. And we decided, even though everybody who asked us about this thought we were being racist.
I'm sorry?
To go see a movie called Monkey Man. All right? Monkey Man is the name of the movie. And
why do people think you're being racist for seeing Monkey Man?
It sounds weird. It sounds bad.
Is the movie racist?
No. But the movie is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best movie I've seen all year long. By a huge stretch.
If people are being weirded out by a movie called Monkey Man, then I almost think that that's a reflection on them. Because Monkey Man is just whatever. There's another movie that's an option right now that I keep seeing come up in my when I'm looking for movies to watch. That's like The Extraordinary World of Magical Negroes, and that one is a little different. You know,
that movie bombed, man.
Oh, it's got such a bad review on Tomato Meter.
You know what? My favorite review was for this black dude, and he said, "The Extraordinary World of Magical Negroes," or whatever it is. He goes, "I was hoping for some black Harry Potter-esque and got this." And this guy was just so hopeful that he could have like a black Harry Potter world, and I'm like, that's all he wanted. And that sounds great, but the movie didn't land for audiences for sure. But this did. Oh boy, man, packed movie theater. Younger people in there, like a whole row of like 19, 20
Look at all
somethings.
these whippersnappers.
And I was like, how are
They
they
wondering why all
behave?
why you were staring at them so much, writing down their ages.
I'm telling you, I don't know if it was because of this theater or what, or because I have like some weird problem where I can't see very well at all if it's dark.
Okay.
And I know that sounds stupid, but you understand what I'm saying. Like in dark circumstances, like a movie theater, it's pitch black to me, and I can't even walk or anything. It's embarrassing. Courtney has to hold my hand. I think I've told you about this in the Harry Potter ride.
I think I would have remembered you having needed your hand held.
If it gets too dark in a room, the processing of my eyes, there's something wrong with it.
They got LASIK, man.
That works perfectly. I can see brilliantly during the day, but like when headlights come at me and stuff, I get blinded by all that. And when I'm in a theater, I walk in and it's so dark, I have to stop. I can't see where I'm going. I'll physically fall over because I literally can't see my hand in front of my face. So we go see Monkey Man, and let me give you the rundown. The Sabrina style review for Monkey Man would be.
Oh, you're gonna steal my bed. I didn't even start it.
Here's the first thing that people maybe don't know. But the guy who is in Monkey Man, who's the star, he's the star actor and director, and he was the kid from
Come on, movie review.
What's the Indian who wants to be a millionaire thing?
Oh, it's S. It's an S. Oh my God!
You guys know what I'm
Millionaire.
talking about? Yes, that's it. He's the kid from Slumdog Millionaire.
Oh,
but now he's like a grown adult, good-looking guy, and he is the star of this movie. So Slumdog Millionaire kid is in a John Wick-esque movie, and there's some crazy stuff about this movie. All right, some of it, like some of you people, when you hear it, you're gonna be like, I ain't watching that nonsense. Trust me. You know, when I put my name behind something, you can count on it. All right. And here's what you got. You got Slumdog Millionaire kid, grown up now, and he's in John Wick in Mumbai is how they pitched it. Now, Netflix paid $30 million to have this movie made, and it looks like it. It's very, very nice to watch. But Netflix got scared because the plot of the movie is like, I'm not ruining anything or spoiling anything here.
I hope so.
But his like John Wick quest is to take down these guys who are like super powerful political people, but it looks just like the people who are actually in power in India. And so Netflix thought it was going to look like they were trying to like execute the Indian government, and they didn't want to release the movie because their business in India is more important to them than releasing this Monkey Man movie. So Jordan Peele heard about that, and he bought the movie that Netflix paid $30 million to make. He bought it for $10 million.
Oh, good
through
deal.
Universal, and then released it through his Monkey Paw Productions company. And it is awesome. Okay. The storytelling is beautiful. Courtney went out of there crying, and I didn't really think it was as sad as she did, but then she explained some stuff, and I was like,
Was it called Monkey Man before it was bought up by this Monkey Paw thing? Like, is that just a coincidence, or?
I don't know. I don't know if it was. I think it was because it's such a key part of the movie itself. So my guess would be that, that maintains through this. And so this guy, he wants to take down this man who has wronged him in unimaginable ways, all right? And Monkey Man is the guy. And he then gets, like, all of India is trying to kill him. He gets rescued by a transgender cult. Okay, here's where some of you are going to start going, what? They're putting it in our movies. But it's important to the movie. Okay, it makes sense. It all makes sense when you're seeing it. And actually, It's a great argument for what real representation looks like. Not like, let's just put a chick in a superhero movie and make her the most powerful person on the screen. No, like it's super well done. So it's like this trans cult that takes him in and gives him a drug like ayahuasca that makes him trip out. And when he trips out, he like gets engaged in this particular mode, and then he Karate Kids his way through the movie. It is so good. So good, and everybody should see it. Even if you don't like super action-heavy movies like John Wick, even if you don't like it, you're still going to like Monkey Man because the storytelling is beautiful. Very, very well done. And I don't know that I've heard of it that much where the lead actor is also the director. That doesn't happen too much, does it? I don't remember too many times.
Garden State, didn't he direct that, or did he just write it?
You know what? That's true. Yeah,
and I watched The Accountant recently, and that was Ben Affleck.
And he did.
I'm sorry, was it The Town? The Accountant or The Town? He directed it as well.
Yeah. So, but it seems to be like that doesn't happen too much, where you're both the lead actor and the director, which could lead to bad things. Because if you're the director, you're like, my acting was fantastic, and everybody else is like, no, that really sucked. And you don't want to say anything when it sucks. Christina says, no spoilers, Jonathan. I'm not going to spoil. I'm not going to say any more about it. All I'm going to tell you is Monkey Man was awesome. And it has something for absolutely everybody. I told Courtney, I was like, they did a brilliant thing. Like, they got stuff in there for younger people. They got stuff in there for older people who like the children. Revenge arc. Not children at all, but
like they have stuff in there for Courtney, and then they have stuff in there for Sean.
Shut your mouth. I mean, they have stuff in there for like Zoomers and millennials and Gen X and Boomers who just want a good revenge story and all of the things. And it was cool, man. It was really cool. People should check that out for sure. Sergeant Dave says, so Monkey Man is definitely not eventually coming to Netflix. I don't know. That makes sense. Like, if Netflix gave up on it, they were super worried about there being huge backlash in India about this movie. And I said, one of the interesting things is, if you watch movies from different perspectives, or you can even say different levels of ignorance, like, I watched the movie and didn't think for a second that this was about the Prime Minister Modi in India. I didn't think that this was like an allegory about assassinating their standing leader. I didn't, because I'm not Indian. It might shock some of you. I know. I'm not Indian, but I just viewed it from an outsider's perspective. And even if you were, I think there's a lot of like questions that it poses that are super interesting. And I'll go again to, if you like to go to movies with your partner, whoever you're with, even a buddy, a friend, or whatever, and you like to afterwards maybe go get a drink or go get something to eat and kind of talk about what you just saw. And when you get a real good movie, you could sit there and just talk for hours about it. Monkey Man. That's your movie. That's the one that's going to do you for it. That's the one you're going to enjoy. Noel says, wait, so it's not a Bollywood movie? Because those are so dumb. Yeah, that's not for me. It's not like that. The easiest way to pitch it to just anybody out there is John Wick in Mumbai, is John Wick in India, but it's so much more than that. And if you like in John Wick, how every once in a while he kills somebody like with a weird thing in a weird way, a lot of that in this one. A lot of that where you're like, whoa, absolutely killer. And it was second place at the box office this weekend with $10.1 million. Number one, Godzilla x Kong, still bringing in $31 million. People love Godzilla and King Kong, man.
Damn.
They love this movie. They love Godzilla and King Kong. I have no attachment to Godzilla or King Kong, but everybody seems to like this stuff. It's mind-blowing to me. They said Ghostbusters was number 3, according to Deadline, with $9 million. That bringing in 88.8 total. I've heard some people talking about the movie that's in 4th place, which is The First Omen, which I think people are getting mad about. I do not know why. But I heard it was like Sydney Sweeney loves that people are getting triggered by her First Omen movie. I didn't read the story, so I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what they're mad about. Maybe it's a religious thing or something, but like if you go to a horror movie called The First Omen and then get surprised that it's maybe not friendly and fond of religion, then I don't know. It's on you, I think. But Monkey Man is a must-watch. Go check that out for sure. if you like that kind of stuff. And by that kind of stuff, I mean movies. It is the big day, the solar eclipse. And everybody is jumping on board for this. I mean, everybody. Even Donald J. Trump, the former president.
Ooh, didn't he look at it last time?
He did. He stared directly into that son of a bitch. They told him not to, and he said, I'm doing it anyhow. I'm doing it anyway. And he posted a video. I have not seen this yet, but I heard it's interesting about the total solar eclipse.
Oh,
wow.
God.
Quite epic already. The most important moment.
In human history.
It's not going to be the eclipse. It's going to be voting for Trump.
Oh, you think so?
Or he's selling something else.
You might be right. It's taking place in 2024. I think C-Lane is right. I think you're right. It's going to be
What happens when you click truth details? What does that mean?
It's just like somebody screen recorded his truth. I can't see anything else about it. It's video of everybody looking up at the eclipse, and it's like archival footage. And
Is it his
like,
head? Is it his head? Yes, it is. Yes, it is his head.
Yes.
Oh my God, he can't help himself, man.
Trump's head is eclipsing.
Love it.
So ridiculous.
He looks a little bit like Peter Griffin, though.
He does too.
Meg.
It says, "We will save America." And so I guess the Trump eclipse is his whole thing.
I had a big budget for stock footage, huh?
I guess so, yeah. Got all these people who are celebrating. It says, time to make America great again. And he's hijacking the solar eclipse with his head here over on Truth, where all the folks are truthing.
That's great.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, so we're all enjoying this today, and we're all watching it and seeing what's happening and seeing the fallout of it, and we'll continue to do that as we move on. Also, we got the next episode on the way in just a bit, and when we come back, a bit of a problem, you might say, on a Southwest Airlines flights. What happened? Wait until you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for an accident blocking the right lane on I-4 eastbound at Dirksen Drive. There's delays due to a disabled vehicle on US 27 southbound at I-4. And a couple earlier accidents, authorities are still clearing up. Sand Lake Road westbound after Turkey Lake Road. State Road 520 eastbound at Maxim Parkway. Just travel with caution in these areas. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
I like to be active, and as you get older, I know it because I am older. You're more prone to injury, and I could not get rid of the pain.
QC Kinetics patient Diane Richardson talking about how a hiking injury left her in awful pain.
No one wants to live in pain. I certainly don't want to live in pain. I don't have time for pain.
Diane had heard about regenerative medicine, so she called QC Kinetics and started treatment right away, and the results were incredible.
I couldn't believe it. I honestly was skeptical, but the pain went from a 10 to a 0.
QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in using natural biologics, healing properties from your own body to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. There's no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
The result was phenomenal. I mean, I was not feeling any pain. I'm able to do everything that I want to do.
If you have pain from arthritis or injury, this may be the solution you're looking for. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation.
It was a game changer.
Call QC Kinetics, 689-244-7980. That's 689-244-7980. In Orlando, Winter Park, The Villages, and Lake Mary, 689-244-7980.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I'm concerned about my water heater.
If your concern is of a serious nature, press 1. If it's more of a frivolous matter, press 2.
Doesn't even make sense.
Just press 1 or 2.
Fine.
Fine. What are you so concerned about?
My water heater's like 15 years old, and I'm worried it might...
Oh, this is exciting. Has it burst yet?
Well, no, but...
Only a matter of time. Hey, everyone, 15-year-old water heater, place your bets.
Are you laying odds on when my tank will fail?
Have to make this call interesting somehow.
This would never happen at Frank Gay.
True enough. So, $10 buy-in. What's your guess?
Guess I should have called Frank Gay.
When you need a new water heater, it's no time to gamble. You want your problem fixed fast before it turns into a bigger one. That's the Frank Gay way.
I've got a side bet you'll hang up and call Frank Gay in 3, 2, I win!
FrankGayServices.com.
Get ready, Magic fans. It's time to celebrate all that you have given to the Orlando Magic during this special 35th anniversary season. Join the team for Fan Appreciation Day on Sunday, April 14th against the Milwaukee Bucks at 1 p.m. Enjoy the celebration where they will honor you, the best fans in the NBA, with exclusive giveaways, special deals on Magic gear, and more. Secure your seats today for this exciting game at OrlandoMagic.com.
Enjoying the news junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you and your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric? Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes? You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Lost 80s, playing those songs you forgot you knew from the 80s. Duran Duran, Huey Lewis, Tina Turner, and more, all commercial-free. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Lost 80s, and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
On the shocking details. Just try not to pass out.
Just a moment, and we appreciate you for sending those over, even though the world may end at some point today. It's sweet of you to at least join us one last time with the dispatch. Whoa.
How's this one for Eclipse?
You sound like you're inside a PVC pipe. That's
PVC that's going to stop me from the apocalypse.
It's a little solar eclipsey. I get mild solar.
Found that sweet spot.
What was wrong with the other one? I thought that was good. Where's C-Lane? He just left?
Yeah.
C-Lane just left? Go to the rooftop to stare at the eclipse for a little while?
It's not even starting yet.
This says a Southwest Airlines jet returned to Denver on Sunday morning after the engine cover fell off and struck the wing flap during takeoff.
Whoa.
Cool, that's great. That's what we want to be happening out there.
There we are.
The Boeing 737 landed safely, and the passengers headed to Houston. They were put on another aircraft. Thankfully, they put them on another aircraft. We apologize for the inconvenience of their delay, they said, but safety is a priority. And you're looking at this from an FAA perspective now. This was a Boeing 737-800, not the 737 MAX, but he's got engine covers, just, ripping off planes. No big deal. Don't worry about it.
They got to put that tape on there. The plane tape.
That plane tape does wonders, man.
It looks so bad.
Where were you, C-Lane? What was going on?
Yeah.
I had some paperwork to finish.
Oh, paperwork.
Yeah.
Paperwork. Got it.
What paperwork?
Say no more.
There's no paperwork going on at iHeartRadio.
There's plenty of paperwork on my butt.
Well, glad you could join us after that. And a different solar eclipse is happening, folks. That was not the official one that C-Lane was just involved in. The official one is happening.
Around.
Is happening up in the sky. Well, depending on where you are, it may be over for you at the time of air, or TOA for this particular show. But otherwise, we're going to see what's happening in your world and get some dispatches here involved on the show. Let's see what we got going on. In fact, let's go to Grass Chopper. I've not heard this name before. Maybe this is a first ever dispatch.
There is way bigger things in this area about the eclipse to talk about.
What?
Did you know that they're dropping bombs in Ocala Forest?
No.
Holy cow. It's a good thing I don't mow any yards there.
I refuse to believe it, sir. I don't think that that's ever happened before.
Never happened.
Dennis G is talking about eye issues. Oh, I think he's talking about where I said when I go to the movie theater or anywhere dark, I'm like Mr. Magoo. I need somebody to lead me around. Courtney has to grab my hand and lead me to where I'm going because I can't see in even semi-dark areas. I got some weird thing. I don't know what it is.
Hey, Sean, your condition with not being able to see in the dark but being able to see really well in the light sounds a lot like cataracts.
Cataracts? Why do you guys do this to me? I self-diagnose enough on my own, all right? And I Google all the things. I WebMD the things. And I find the worst possible answer to all the questions. In this case, I think I just have a sensitivity to light, like photosensitivity. I think that's what I got going on.
I'd be that, what was it? The computer screen something.
Oh, I'm sure.
That got going on.
Yeah, I'm sure that is doing. We in particular, because of our jobs, look at Celia just staring right into 3 monitors right now.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then if I went to the right, 9, 10.
I mean, we're surrounded in screens,
and we do nothing for the good of the world. As far as I'm not in NASA by any means.
No, this is the worst use of screens that there's ever been. I think we got all these screens around us. We're staring into them. It can't be good. We're doing severe damage here. I posted a photo on Instagram at the News Junkie of the shirt that I'm wearing for the eclipse, and it was right before we were coming back from break. So I didn't have a choice, and I just trusted in Courtney, and I shouldn't have. She's like, "Oh, looks great. You look great, honey." And she hands me the phone back, and I couldn't get another one. I couldn't get another option. It's terrible, man. It's bad.
Do you have it to show us?
I posted it because I didn't have the opportunity to retake it. It's like she told me, I smiled, and she goes, "That looks like a fake smile." And then I did no smile, and she's like, "Well, you got to do something." And then I was trying to get a normal human reaction captured on this. And then I was not happy with the outcome. I think it looks a little strange. I had to. I wanted to post the shirt for sure so people could see the Eclipse shirt. It's going right in the trash after the show.
Oh, no, I'll take it.
But right now.
You sweating?
No, not yet. No. And we could at some point. Depends on how scary things get. You guys are on the front lines. So you may be even more freaked out about what you see. Even though Amy K's trying to downplay this, I'm still worried. Who knows what's going to happen? Down. It is going to be a weird one. That's it?
Don't you think this is Eclipse?
Say solar eclipse.
Solar eclipse.
Yeah, I think it works. I think that's good. I think that's right where it needs to
Not
be,
very
actually.
loud.
Let's go over to Insecure Walrus.
Insecure Walrus.
Let's see what he says.
Hey guys, so I have made the trek from my normal home of Nashville, Tennessee, to my hometown of Metropolis, Illinois. And it's in 100% the path of totality. It was also in the path of totality in 2017. So pretty fortunate that my little hometown of 6,000-ish people is one of just a few little handful of towns in the U.S. where the two solar eclipses cross, and we get to be in the path of totality both times. The large 25-foot tall statue of Superman that is on the town square in my hometown has a very large pair of solar eclipse glasses on him now.
Look at this
Seems
guy.
sort of useless where he real. It also seems sort of useless where he just a statue. But the tourists have come in droves, and so I guess they're looking to do whatever they can. My cousin runs the Chamber of Commerce, and she's always coming up with neat ideas like that. So anyways, if you check it out on Facebook or Google or something, look for Superman with the eclipse glasses on. And it's going to be a good show. The sky is just cleared here. There's a few patchy clouds, but other than that, we're looking good.
This is big for these little towns, these small towns where they say, come on in, we got
Superman.
great views. Look, yeah, Superman's got the solar glasses on. And
Sean, check your text. I found a better picture of you showing off the shirt. Not only the shirt, but also the glasses that you had to watch the eclipse on.
Oh, I might delete the other one and just post
Go ahead,
this.
Koosey. Show the people.
I mean, I knew it was on the stream, but it didn't. In my head, it looked cooler. Yeah, in my head, it looked cooler when I did it.
Oh,
yeah. Man,
turn around, bright eyes.
If a little old 13-year-old Sean knew just how cool he'd be, it's just
he'd jump
probably
off a
too
bridge.
much. Okay, let's work in another one here. And
Damn, man. Like, I have too many pictures that could be your contact.
Unfortunately for me, that's probably true. But here's Not Your Average Joe talking about the eclipse.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Happy Total Eclipse Day.
Yeah, you too.
So my wife is getting an impacted wisdom tooth extracted right now.
Nice.
Ugh.
She's on drugs.
So I'm sitting in a car, sipping on a claw, listening to you guys, waiting for it to get done.
Bro.
We don't both have to be miserable, right?
Hang on.
Okay, wait.
Love the show.
Yeah, it seems like it might be driving and White Claw. Okay.
Yeah, maybe he's in an Uber.
Yeah, hopefully. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
Sorry, can you just show me that picture again real quick?
I took it down. I deleted it. It's
Okay.
gone.
You just ruined my day. What's coming up on the next episode? Total eclipse of the resurgence of Bonnie Tyler and all her extra cash thanks to this day. Also, country star Morgan Wallen has been arrested on felony charges in Nashville for acting like a country star in Nashville. Plus, if you're a musician waiting for your big break and you flip burgers with a shift break, do I have an opportunity for you? All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
That is coming up next.
Wow, dude. What the hell, man? You don't even know what's coming up on the next episode.
Yeah, I do.
Repeat it.
I was posting the photo.
Yeah.
It's going to be good, though. It's going to be good. I'm excited for him. No, I'm excited. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
You're awful, Ryan. And nothing makes me harder than that.
What?
Speaking of laugh harder today.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
This is your midday weather update. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. Today, high clouds, our high temperature close to 80 degrees. All eyes on the sky for a 3:03 p.m. partial solar eclipse, where roughly 60% of the sun will be covered for several minutes this afternoon. You may notice a brief dip in temperatures before they warm back up. Speaking of temperatures, we'll be back up toward 90 by the middle of the week. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Every parent wants their child to find happiness in whatever path they choose. Florida Prepaid has a plan to help you support them by affordably and confidently saving for college. Our 529 prepaid plans start at just $34 a month, and you have peace of mind knowing that when you lock in 2024 prepaid plan prices, your payment will never go up. It's inflation-proof and further proof that it's the best way to ensure the brightest future. Florida Prepaid open enrollment ends April 30th. Find your plan today.
Another happy SafeLight customer.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
There I was driving down the highway when out of nowhere, a rock hits my windshield. So annoying. But then I remembered SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace. I booked my appointment at safelight.com. And with my insurance, my new windshield was no cost to me. SafeLight even handled my insurance claim, which was the best.
Cracked windshield? Just go to safelight.com and let SafeLight take care of everything.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Once a year in the spring, IDC does something insane, and it's happening next weekend, April 19th through 21st. 3 days of extra savings store-wide. They're taking up to 20% off of IDC's already unbeatable prices. Plus, get zero interest financing for up to 3 years. A $20 million 3-day sale on all rings, all earrings, all pendants, all bracelets, even designer engagement rings and designer fashion jewelry will be on sale. Wedding bands, timepieces. It's 3 days only, April 19th through 21st at International Diamond Center. All 4 Orlando locations.
Fraudulent tax returns due to identity theft increased by 30% in 2023. If you're in a bind this tax season, LifeLock can help. Their U.S.-based restoration specialists are dedicated to helping solve identity theft issues, and all plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which means if you lose money because of identity theft, LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan. Help protect your information with LifeLock. Go to LifeLock.com and save up to 25% your first year with my name, Clay, as your promo code.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
If you owe the IRS and can't pay, now is the time to call J. David Tax Law. After a 2-year hiatus, the IRS has resumed their aggressive collections letters. Don't wait. Call J. David Tax Law or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we are predicting the unpredictable. Our experts are using a patient's own anatomy to create 3D printed, life-size organ models to map out challenges ahead of time, making complex surgeries more precise, efficient, and less invasive. We are making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic, you know where to go.
Spectrum One is a big deal. You get Spectrum Internet with the most reliable internet speeds, free advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security and privacy, and a free Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line with nationwide 5G included, all while saving big. For the big speed, big reliability, and big savings you want, get Spectrum One. Just $49.99 a month for 12 months. Visit spectrum.com/big deal for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
When you get nachos, tacos, empanadas, spicy queso with jalapenos, Pepto-Bismol's there. Pepto-Bismol provides fast, effective relief from nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea. All the things that can happen unexpectedly on vacation. So before you travel, pack the Pepto. Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips at
Just a moment. All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond as we approach Eclipse time here on the show at some point today, or it's just Eclipse day for the rest of you. We'll see what happens when that rolls through. Right now, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Okay.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com, and of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. Refinancing, buying your first dream home. Perhaps you want a commercial loan. Go to Home Loans Radio. And thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Dramatic pause.
It was, you didn't hear the echo?
No, I heard it.
Okay. It was 38 years ago, 1986.
Be a real son of a bitch if we didn't.
Right?
And
That would be so awkward.
We were just letting you do that the whole time.
Good God. 38 years ago, 1986, this guy right here. Pilgrim.
Tonto?
Lone Ranger?
Yeah, Pilgrim.
Clint Eastwood.
Charlton Heston.
What?
Charlton Heston?
No, it was Clint Eastwood.
Okay.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood.
I was trying.
On this day, 1986, was elected mayor of Carmel, California.
Nice.
By a landslide of 72% of the votes. And some fun facts about this day, this election. He was sworn in a week later and served 2 whole years. He ran for office so that he could add a few stories to the Inn, a bar that he owned at the time. Name of that bar for 2 points. It's not a pig.
It's a cow.
It's not a pig.
Bull.
It's not a
Bull,
pig.
the bull S.
No, it's another word for a pig.
Hog.
Hog
heaven. Hog blow.
Hog's breath.
Hog's breath in is right. Sealing gets 2 points.
Could have been hog blow, though.
It was, I don't think
Hog
so.
blow.
It was a bar that he owned at the time, and so crazy. After he became mayor, the board approved his project to make the bar. Wow.
Totally
So it
unrelated.
worked out. Yeah, Pilgrim.
Bow, bow, bow. Wait, who is this? Who did this happen to?
Clint Eastwood.
People are
Is this
saying
not his
Pilgrim.
movie?
Pilgrim is John Wayne.
Oh.
People are saying.
What is it? What's his line though?
I don't know.
Isn't there something like kid? Well, that's not him
He's
either.
looking
It's
at you.
like-
Get off my
No,
front
that's
yard.
not it. Come on, what's the famous line where he's like, "You
All
have
right.
another thing gone for you,
I got you.
cowboy."
I got you. Clint Eastwood.
Make sure to put the
famous
N in there.
Lines. All right. Got it. The most iconic lines. Well, don't you punk or do you punk? Well, do you punk?
Don't you punk?
Do you feel lucky or do you punk? That's a big one from him.
Wow.
I have a very strict gun control policy. If there's a gun around, I want to be in control of it.
And another one was in a 1976 movie, The Outlaw. He said, "Dying ain't much of a living, boy."
Who was he talking to?
A boy.
Some boy.
Who died?
Unnamed boy.
So crazy. Someone not dying, but just reaping the benefits of a day like today.
Oh, Bonnie Tyler. Bonnie.
You almost said Bonnie and Clyde, didn't you?
I almost did about 3 times. I kept going back to it.
Bonnie Tyler is right, and she's feeling the extra love and royalties for her hit song ahead of the eclipse. It will turn around bright eyes across the nation. What year was this song released?
1988.
Three
Damn
is
it.
what I was looking for. Over 4 decades.
I didn't want to play. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't have time for you guys to play because we're doing the Clint Eastwood quotes. Over 4 decades after its release, y'all, the power ballad, biggest career hit for Bonnie Tyler. Almost said Bonnie and Clyde myself. #1 song added to the user-generated Eclipse playlists on all the streaming platforms. Speaking of streaming platforms, of course, download iHeartRadio if you don't have it already, free. In the palm of your hand, millions of songs and playlists as well as us live all the time.
I like the Dan Band version of that song.
Yeah.
If we could sing that right now.
Go for it.
No,
I need you now tonight.
Frick. Anyways, this goes on to say that back in 2017, the last Eclipse, the song enjoyed a not one, not two, 500% increase in sales.
Damn.
And that was just like, what, a 2-minute Eclipse? Now we get a whole 5.5. Rochester?
Take that.
Dallas? Not us, necessarily, but congratulations to Bonnie Tyler. Enjoy your winnings. And I wish that this was going to be the next Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, but unfortunately it is not. Either way, let's pretend we have Jimmy Kimmel, Kirsten Dunst, and both of their kids head-to-head.
What?
Yeah, buddy, it's happening. Jimmy Kimmel's son, Billy, goes to kindergarten with Kirsten Dunst's son, Ennis, and they recently got into a fight.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it doesn't sound like it was physical, which makes it very boring, so I'm going to read it as if it was. He went on Jimmy Kimmel Live last week. He said both of them revealed that the boys got into it over a chair. And the funny thing is, each kid told their parents that the other kid stole his chair, and it became such a big deal. And they were Nepo babies that we now live to tell the tale a week later.
Yeah.
I wish that they would have hated each other and actually gotten in a fight. But this does full circle it into another story about a chair. And it's this guy who's got some splaining to do.
Morgan Wallen.
Yeehaw.
Oh, yeah.
Morgan Wallen has been charged with not one, not two, but 3 felony counts of reckless endangerment after throwing a chair off of a 6-story in a Nashville rooftop bar over the weekend.
And he's facing some like actual time for this.
Oh, yeah. Felony charges.
That's crazy.
Bad move, buddy. You got away with the first thing, and yet you're going to go and make a bigger mistake. Way to go, Morgan. The bar staff identified him after the incident happened, I believe it was a Sunday. The person responsible threw the chair, provided police with the surveillance footage, lunged through the object over the roof, and then everyone saw that it was Morgan Wallen who laughed after throwing the chair. He was arrested on the 3 counts of felony reckless endangerment, also disorderly conduct. He was released 3 hours later after posting bond, but his attorney, of course, released a statement saying he's cooperating fully with authority. Yeehaw!
What a dummy.
I wonder if this is his first offense, because if that's the case, he's going to be just fine. He's not going to go to jail.
It seems to me like it would be crazy if they put him behind bars for like 15 years for that. Like,
can you imagine if they did, though?
That would be a wild sentence for this crime, but maybe, who knows?
Not a crime, but how about a record opportunity? All right? How about a chance to be the musician that you've always wanted to be? But of course, you got to put food on the table and a roof over your head. There is a restaurant, a chain, as a matter of fact, in Japan.
In, of all places, Japan? What?
Japan! And of all the things that they serve, it's burgers.
Burger.
All right.
And if you want some...
That is going to stick in my head, I feel.
God damn it, I hate you already.
If you want some funk with that, then do I have a place for you? Japanese signature chain Mossburger has decided to embark on a bold new venture, Moss Records. Brand new record label, been launched by Mossburger, and is currently accepting applications from aspiring artists who work for the company. That's the catch. You have to be an employee, and that's how you get signed.
Okay.
So now it says, please allow ads on our site. If ads are blocked, images not be displayed. Those accepted will get the full ride, including supervision by producer Toshiyuki Ibihara. Support for the production of songs and music videos, global distribution on all streaming services. Perhaps the most important part, promotion through Mossburger's already well-established social media channels. Ooh. So if you work for the company, you also get to have a concert brought to you by Mossburgers, because they say all aspiring musicians probably have a fast food job. So why not take the time that you probably don't have and start creating music under our label. A lot of people are up for it, and of course, you have to live in Japan and work for this Japanese company, but maybe the U.S. will bring it over on this side years from now and claim it was their idea.
All I got in my head is the burger song. It's
one more time.
Burger, 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 burger.
Burger.
French fries. On the boob tube, we got the NCAA Championship, UConn versus Purdue on TBS, TNT, and True TV. American Idol, the part 2 of the top 24. The Voice, we have the 1 hour special. NCIS verse, the first 1,000 on CBS.
Ooh.
Get your popcorn ready. And you can also catch Jessica Lange on Seth Meyers. Follow your dreams. I'm on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. And most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. It's happening right now, I believe, over Mexico. They're starting to see some of the Eclipse stuff. This is Mazatlan. That's some French fries. Mazatlan, Mexico.
Happy Mazatlan, everybody.
Just like a little bit of a nip slip of an eclipse here. I think that's just like the little beginning, peekaboo, tiny little eclipse going on. But it's on the way or done, depending on what time it is here. And we'll continue to keep an eye on this as we roll on a lovely Monday. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your 30 seconds of airtime awaits. The Talkback feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Traveling on I-4 this afternoon, you could expect your regular delays eastbound before US 27 and approaching the beach line. Authorities are clearing up an accident on I-4 eastbound before Dirksen Drive. Traffic is backed up throughout the St. Johns River Bridge. Expect delays due to an accident where Sand Lake Road meets Turkey Lake Road. If you see any traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Carl Black Chevrolet wants to send you and a friend on a road to Nashville for a fun-filled weekend and tickets for 2 to see outlaw country singer Cody Jenks on April the 27th at Ascend Amphitheater. Log on to realradio.fm/contest and register for your chance to win 2 lawn seats in the Carl Black Chevy Silverado. Carl Black will provide you with round-trip airfare for 2 from Orlando to Nashville, plus you get $200 in spending cash right in your pocket. They're going to spring for 2 nights in deluxe hotel room accommodations in the Omni Hotel in Nashville. So log on to realradio.fm/contest and register for your chance to win a pair of lawn seats, tickets to see Cody Jenks in Nashville, plus you get cash and you also get the deluxe hotel accommodations in Nashville. It's Carl Black Chevrolet Buick and GMC, East Colonial Drive, 1 block west of Alafaya. Online, go to carlblackorlando.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
The 2024 NFL Draft is here, and we have the ultimate watch party for you. It's Bud Light and 96.9 The Game's Draft and Crash Party at the Hilton Orlando Altamont Springs. We've taken over the ballroom to hang out and watch the draft. Just $28 gets you an all-you-can-eat buffet and 2 beer tickets. Bud Light and 96.9 The Game's Crash and Draft Party at the Hilton Orlando Altamont Springs. And if you want to crash for the night, take advantage of the special room rate for $96 plus tax. To get tickets, head to 969thegame.com/Hilton. Brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention.
Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day, but when we're driving, cooking, working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Call 844-ADD-HELP-5. That's 844-ADD-HELP-5.
Are you an experienced contractor with a passion for quality? Want industry-leading compensation? Renewal by Andersen is now hiring experienced window and door installation subcontractors with general and trim carpentry experience. Renewal by Andersen values your experience and talent. We offer aggressive bonus opportunities and year-round installation work. All installation materials are provided and windows are pre-measured and ready to install. If you're ready for a new job opportunity, call us today, 855-769-0RBA.
You got a service dog? Actually, he's a deals dog. Since I'm looking for a new car, I trained him to sniff out awesome rates, member discounts, and fast decisions. Cool, huh?
But you know Navy Federal Credit Union has all those things, right?
You're right. He's got the scent. Oh, wait, nope. That's just the bacon in my pocket.
Apply for a Navy Federal Credit Union auto loan online, at a branch, or in our mobile app. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Message and data rates may apply. Visit NavyFederal.org for more information.
Hey there, it's Russ Rollins. I'm talking to all the homeowners out there who are tired of staring at their cold swimming pools. It's time to stop wasting money on a pool that you can't use. With Solar Source, you can enjoy your pool year-round like I do. Top 5 things Solar Source customers do after solar heating their pools. Well, spend time with your family. Go nighttime swimming. You got movie nights in the pool. You got water workouts and much more. Friends of mine, friends of Russ Rollins, can save big money when scheduling a free consultation today at solarsource.com/monsters. Don't wait any longer. Start enjoying your pool again with Solar Source.
With 3 generations and over 45 years of Florida experience, Handyman Roofing knows storms and hurricanes. We know how to evaluate storm-damaged roofs and not cause more damage. Handyman Roofing has the expertise to get your roof done. Plus, easy financing in case your insurance company is dragging its feet. With multiple emergency response teams ready, Handyman Roofing will be by your side now when you need it the most.
Knows how to get things done. Count on Handyman Roofing to get it done. Handyman Roofing to get it done.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. I'm the president of New South Window Solutions. What I like people to understand about our company is what's unique about us. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. We go out of our way to make it easy.
Going on now. Save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Let the professionals at Fence Outlet save you time and money. We handle everything from the free estimate to the install. We do it all, and you get 0% financing. So come into Fence Outlet or visit FenceOutlet.com today. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial #546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics. It's
from the newsjunkie.com, Eclipse be damned, and Sea-Lane, I didn't even check into this. This is really unprofessional to me. Just absolute height of unprofessionalism for me.
What did you do this time?
Is the eclipse supposed to affect our broadcast in any way? Will the eclipse, like, it doesn't have an effect on like radio waves or anything?
No. I don't know if you know this, but the radio station is fully functioning at nighttime when there is no sun.
No way. No way.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean like, so you know when we have solar flares?
In fact, like right now in Rochester, as they're listening to us, I believe there's no sun.
Yeah, probably. Or yeah,
definitely
at
in
this
Dallas.
point. At this point. Yeah, it's dark outside in that spot. But when we have solar flares, sometimes people get angry and they'll be like, can't hear the radio station today. It's not tuning in right. And they'll be like, I don't know.
Sounds
solar
exactly
flare.
like the people that would complain about it.
The folks who will get angry about the signal coming in, and you go, I would encourage you to listen on iHeartRadio today. They're like, I ain't listening on no app, man. You know, okay. Calm down. You're like, all right, we'll see what you're getting so angry about. Okay, fine, man. Jesus, okay. They said, why your phone service could be disrupted during the solar eclipse. This from Lad Bible.
The phone service, I mean, now that's a whole different ball game. My phone service is disrupted driving by the arena. You know,
why would the phone service get interrupted, though, and not the radio station?
I don't know that the phone service is going to be that interrupted.
You don't think so?
No.
Unless you got some cheapo stuff.
Oh, could be. You know, like when they have those discount phone operators, it's usually on like some conservative radio station or something. And they're like, use Liberty Phone.
The
get away
government
from
won't get anywhere near it because they can't get a signal.
And meanwhile, those phone services, folks, all it is a repackaged version of the other stuff. There's just somebody piggybacking on like T-Mobile's setup and repackaging it.
And in
selling
any
it.
emergency, you're screwed.
No, it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Same
it's just,
signal.
Yeah, it's the same big tech companies.
I think if you're
Patriot phone,
if you're experiencing cell issues, especially if the closer you are to the path of totality, is going to be because people are going to be taking pictures, and when people take those pictures, a lot of the things on the iPhone will automatically upload them to the cloud, and that's why they say at major sporting events, a lot of the bandwidth that is taken up, and like they can block this stuff out if it's on Wi-Fi, but they end up just beefing up the Wi-Fi really nicely. But a lot of the bandwidth that's taken up at a sporting event is because people are taking pictures of the game, or they're taking pictures of where they're sitting, or they're doing any number of things, and it's all the phones trying to sync up with the cloud.
Yeah. One thing that I did notice, though, okay, this is going to sound really stupid, and maybe you can help this make sense for me. I'm just going to lay it out there. I was told that if I take out my iPhone and film the total solar eclipse, it could break my iPhone or like have some, it could not be good for my iPhone, right?
Not good for your lens.
Yet, I'm watching live streams from all these different places, and they're streaming the Eclipse live. Do they have special Eclipse cameras or something, or are they? What's going on? How are they?
Put, the layer that you will have, like ISO, the ISO you need, and the
Like
Eclipse
they put
glasses
this?
on the lens for. Yeah.
They
Look
have some
on
sort of
the
filter.
inside of that.
Yeah, like
Right, and
just
you
the
see that
filter
there's like a logo that says ISO something.
Mm-hmm.
No, you need to look. I'm asking you to look.
Okay, all right.
You see in the corner.
Honestly, I just can't see anything. Oh, and over here on the side,
ISO something.
12312.
Yeah.
This says discard after 10 years, which I still find weird.
12312 sounds like my zip code if I don't really want to give you my address.
12312 is what? That's the level of tint we're looking at here on these suckers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they must have that on the cameras. Otherwise, cameras would just be fried all over the place. You wouldn't be able to watch the Earth Cam stream that C-Lane was mentioning.
Earth Cam stream.
I don't know how it all works. I do know this. In NCAA women's basketball, with the eyes of the world upon them for once, they ended up having the showdown they were waiting for. Caitlin Clark in Iowa and South Carolina. And the Battle Royale went down, and Iowa and Caitlin Clark lost in the finals.
To undefeated South Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, that just shows you how good some of these damn teams were, actually. The Hawkeyes lost to the South Carolina Gamecocks, 87-75. Clark finished with 30 points. God, man. Her team got 75 points, and she got 30 of them.
That's insane.
5 assists, including 18 points in the first quarter, they said. And afterwards, Dawn Staley, who is the coach of South Carolina, who had previously taken some mild shots, I guess you could say, at Caitlin Clark. Not as bad as the one idiot. There was one
LA
woman who
Times
was like,
guy?
No, there was some woman who was like
Emmanuel.
the former record holder or whatever. Somebody was like, it's not a real record, and she was just kind of running her down. But this coach, even after the game was over, had some nice stuff to say about Caitlin Clark. And here she is.
I want to personally thank Caitlin Clark for lifting up our sport.
That's nice. You don't have to do that.
She carried a heavy load for our sport, and it just is not going to stop here on the collegiate tour. But when she is the #1 pick in the WNBA draft, she's gonna lift that league up as well. So Caitlin Clark, if you're out there, you are one of the GOATs of our games, and we appreciate you.
Damn, that's the opposing coach saying that. That's pretty nice. And
I love that. See, that is good sportsmanship. Thank you.
I know. I feel like
God
we've lost
forbid.
a lot of that. Good sportsmanship is such a nice thing. I love after like all the drama.
Oh, it's really easy to be a good sport when you just won, though.
It is. That's right. I think that's correct. But I think I like all the drama and the smack talk on the run up, and then I like the respect afterwards. So then you
Same
get
here.
all the good stuff. You
But
get
I just want to watch it. Like when I have other people have like nothing to do with it, or they feel like they have some sort of quota to fill, that they start just spewing out nonsense where it's just like, oh, you just want to drum up drama, and you just sound like an asshole. Like,
well, if you
shut up and watch.
I don't know who the second best woman is in NCAA college basketball.
That's me.
Okay, so if you took Sabrina and Caitlin Clark and put them on a basketball team,
I'd throw up on myself.
and then you put like 2 random NBA guys against them, would the NBA guys win, or because they're like really good?
Are you really posing this as an actual question? Or
Yeah.
we're going to do some drama talk again? As
No,
I
I
just
just-
finished that sentence?
I wonder if you just took 2 like regular NBA guys and put them up against like the best that the NCAA women's has to offer, if they would be able to beat them. Because I know like back in the day, I can't remember the number, but like either Serena or Venus Williams, I think Serena Williams couldn't beat like a guy who was ranked barely in the top 100 of the men's side. And you go, damn, like she's so dominated and so crazy and so good at her sport, but then when you switch it up, she doesn't last quite as long. Or this happens with like soccer and stuff too. But it looks like this is a whole different level of play here. So I don't know. Maybe there's something happening here. There's definitely a huge amount of people who are taking interest in a sport that they weren't before. So you got to give it to them. I do. I think that's great. All right, let's go over to a couple of dispatches. Nurse Jan sends a dispatch about the Greasy Strangler, which is quite the film if you haven't seen it. Now, I want you to know, all right, there are Sean movie reviews where I tell you about the Greasy Strangler or Butt Boy. Those are different. Those are different things. When I tell you about Monkey Man, I'm talking about a general interest thing where I tell you that like that movie is genuinely very good. Not just like trolly good. This is a different category here. Here's Nurse Jan talking about the Greasy Strangler.
Tootie, disco cutie. I don't know if I'm more upset with Wallen for telling us to watch that movie or myself for actually watching the whole
Is it a
entire movie.
voicemail?
Oh,
Yeah, low
my
quality.
God. You weren't kidding. That was the strangest. I don't even know how to explain it. That's just it. Strange.
It's strange. It's a strange experience. And that's not her fault. That's just what's happening with some of the web dispatches on the web dispatch recorder.
I mean,
And
you did say, though, that the movie was absolutely terrible.
Yeah, it's the worst movie I've ever seen in my life, but you can't take your eyes off it. It's like it's a car crash kind of thing, you know? When you're watching, you're like, oh, why did this become a thing? And then some of the scenes are just vile and grotesque, and it's is something. You'll talk about it afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy Susan has a dispatch about Deals Mania. Celine, you were going to go there on a Friday. Did you ever go that time?
Did. I went like 2 Fridays ago.
What was it like on Friday?
There was more things that I felt like. I almost bought something. I almost bought a speaker, and then I was like, how often am I going to use that thing?
Right.
But yeah, it was exactly what we experienced the first time we went. Just it seemed like there was a few more things, but nothing like, all right, let's tell everybody, I got an iPad or something like that.
You know what felt weird to me? It felt like, so when you go to this place, Deals Mania, it's all returned Amazon stuff. What felt weird to me, though, was the Amazon stuff that is returned is like, it's like in a trough. It's like in these,
in many troughs.
Yeah, like a room full of all these troughs. And they're full of all these Amazon random things, and everybody's just digging through them. You're like, you're trying to find something, and you try to get the deal, And like each day, I said Friday is the day when they get the new stuff in. By Thursday, after all that time has gone by, it's garbage central. It's just useless crap, and it becomes like everything in the store is like $6 or something. Well, Friday's the new day when you got a little bit more out there. Lazy Susan's talking about that.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I would just say I'd be curious to be there, like when they open on Friday, and like how much good stuff is there versus. When I was there was somebody on a megaphone barking at people to stop opening boxes.
Yeah?
Yeah,
really?
you're not allowed to open boxes.
Yeah,
there.
it says it everywhere in the store. It says don't open boxes, and people still open the stupid boxes. Lazy Susan's blackballed for now, so I'm going to skip past her. We'll go over to Famunda talking about Monkey Man.
Hey, good afternoon, lady and gentlemen, on this total solar eclipse day. Hey, Sean, good question. I've heard about this movie called Monkey Man.
Monkey Man.
I was wondering if you could, I don't know, just give like a brief outline, a viewpoint, maybe a review of it. I'm kind of on the fence, but I need something to tip me over. So if you could help me out there, I'd appreciate it.
All right,
Thanks.
already did. Thank you, Famunda. I kind of appreciate your dispatch. We're going to do one more here. And we've got, let's see here, Rios Grande talking about the eclipse.
Good morning / afternoon, junkies.
Right back at you.
Rios Grande here. Just wondering about the eclipse, if we're able to actually either record it or watch it through with the phone pointing at it and just looking at the screen. Just a question if anybody knows.
All right. I think that it would be different, right? Because you're looking at it on a screen. A screen can never play something that can hurt your eyes, right?
I don't believe a screen can hurt your eyes, but
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you can't broadcast something on a screen. Well, you could. If somebody had like, what's the thing where you see the flashing lights and
epilepsy?
Yeah, if you have epilepsy, you could. But most people, there's nothing you could play on the screen that's going to physically hurt them. I don't think, right?
I don't believe that to be a thing. But what he's saying is like, okay, if I watch it on the screen, it's not going to hurt my eyes, but it's still going to hurt your phone.
Yeah, it's whatever's recording it. It's just getting blasted by all that sun, just blasted, and that's no good. You don't want to do that. One more. I said one more before, but this is for realsies. Shelby has a dispatch.
Hey, junkies. I'm a podcast listener. Sean, last week you had made a comment about what kind of weirdo, like weird 15, 14-year-old kids listen to talk radio. I have always been one of those kids. Since my family moved to Central Florida when I was 7, my dad used to pick me up from school and it would have the Phillips File on, or he would take me to school and it would have the Monsters on. And for the longest time, I was so just fascinated and obsessed with, Jim and Moira and Jack and Jana Banana that it stemmed into my love of talk radio. And now that's all I listen to. You, and that's about it. No music, just talk.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Dad.
We appreciate that.
Thanks,
I'm
Papa.
of the opinion, if you forced everybody to listen to this radio show for 1 week, I think that everybody would listen to this radio show moving forward. But we're not allowed, because of certain laws, we're not physically allowed to make everybody. But if we were like in North Korea and we could just blast our signal right into everybody's house in that little speaker that you can't turn off, we'd be massive. We would just be huge.
It wouldn't seem, fair.
No,
I really
it's
want
cheating.
to earn it, Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, just through blood, sweat, tears, fights, chaos, have to one at a time win everybody over, which is just a daunting task.
Well, and
but here we
sometimes you
are.
can give him like the guilt trip. Like, if you care about me, you should listen
Yeah, it's
all
kind
the
of
time.
kind of the least you could do. It just takes you.
If
Just,
something happens at the eclipse.
we could die, and then you didn't listen to the show, and it seems kind of rude. Over at the Associated Press, a Powerball player in Oregon won a jackpot more than $1.3 billion thick on a Sunday. That ended the winless streak that went over 3 months. $1.32 billion. The cash value of the lump sum is $621 million. The annuity is paid out over 30 years. With the immediate payout followed by 29 annual installments. And the feds, of course, get their big fat chunk of that with tax dollars. What, $1.3 billion? Damn, that must be real nice to get that windfall. And one person in the state of Oregon did just that. We're going to check in with some folks, I think, at some point here who are out and about for the eclipse and see what's going on in their world. Right now, though, what we're going to do is take a quick break to regroup. When we come back, we've got a lot to discuss, including Elon Musk is in huge trouble. What's going on with him? It gets pretty dramatic, but we will dive face first into that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
Watch out for an accident causing delays on the Greenway northbound between Airport Boulevard and Reinhardt Road. On Kirkman Road, the right lane is blocked northbound at Arnold Palmer Drive due to an accident as well. And traveling on I-4, you could expect your regular delays through the city westbound between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
If you ask anyone who's experienced LASIK, they will tell you it's the best thing they've ever done. And more often than not, they'll add, I should have done it sooner. So what are you waiting for? The Filatowski Eye Institute is offering free LASIK consultations. Just text 1041 to 868686 and start your journey to better vision with the Filatowski Eye Institute. They've performed over 65,000 LASIK procedures using the latest state-of-the-art technology. If finances aren't concerned, they offer 24-month interest-free financing. Text 1041 to 868686 to schedule your free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine. but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Another happy Safelite customer.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
There I was driving down the highway when out of nowhere, a rock hits my windshield. So annoying. But then I remembered Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace. I booked my appointment at Safelite.com. And with my insurance, my new windshield was no cost to me. Safelite even handled my insurance claim, which was the best.
Cracked windshield? Just go to Safelite.com and let Safelite take care of everything.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South makes windows that are both energy efficient and hurricane resistant. New South is the factory and eliminates the middleman. New South windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers because we know Florida weather.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
I'm Johnny B. Good, the host of the podcast Creating a Con, the story of Bitcoin. This podcast dives deep into the story of Ray Trapani and his company Centratech. I'll explore how 3 20-somethings built a company out of lies, deceit, and greed.
I've been saying since a very young age that I was going to be a millionaire. If someone's like, oh, what's your best way of making money? I'm like, oh, we should start some sort of scheme.
Listen to Creating a Con, the story of Bitcoin, on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture. This
And Charles emails. He says, here's a new show, and he's talking about a new show on Apple Plus called Sugar, he says, starring Colin Farrell. Very good so far. He said, I just watched the first episode. Sugar. It's a modern-style noir detective show, and I have seen the first episode of that as well.
We haven't started it yet, but it's on the list.
Yeah, it's good. It's been like decent so far. It wasn't like mind blowing to me, but good.
Weirdly enough, we decided not to watch it because we were going to we wanted to put something on that was just going to be sort of background because we wanted to like play games on our iPads.
Mm-hmm.
So we put on The Truth versus Alex Jones.
Oh, how'd
it was
that
just
go?
going to be. We thought it was just going to
be a quiet background watch.
we just thought it was going to be a light, like, oh, here's Alex Jones being Alex Jones, and then he's in the courtroom, and everybody's kind of against him for the stupid stuff he said. What we weren't expecting was the in-depth walkthrough featuring families of Sandy Hook victims of that day. And we're like, oh my gosh, this is incredibly sad. And we turned it off. And we was just like, we wanted something light in the background, and this was way dark.
Something light, so you go to this guy.
I'll admit it. I will eat my neighbors.
Yeah.
I said that. I said that while we were turning it on. I was like, all the frogs are gay. I'll eat my neighbors.
Watch that. And then I wanted to watch, and I don't know if this will be a foul take to some of you, but I was going to watch a show that a lot of people have been talking about. It's called Ripley, but I'm not going to watch it.
Ashley wants to watch it.
It's black and white.
The whole time.
Yeah, it's black and white. I don't want to watch a black. We made it to 2024.
I think that's part of the reason.
And white movie.
I think that's part of the reason we decided against it too.
Yeah,
I'd rather watch Alex Jones lie about dead children than.
Some of you are going to be like, Sean, it just, it's art. Watch it in the way they intended you to watch it. I don't like black and white nonsense. Remember the last great black and white movie you watched with your friends? No, because we moved past black and white because it sucks. Nobody watches that anymore. It's just like when you used to have like the standard square ass screens. Nobody's still doing that.
That's one of the reasons
Actually,
I haven't seen Saltburn.
Yeah, it's true. Saltburn did do that as an artistic choice.
Bad.
No, but they chose to not
to it.
They chose to not do it in the widescreen just for artistic reasons. And this is the same thing. But black and white, I don't know, man. I can't do it, I don't think. It seems.
What we did watch over the weekend that was kind of weird. It's definitely a different type of people that participate in this. But there is a documentary on, I want to say Hulu, called Sperm World.
All right, thanks. Time to go to break.
What's going on at your house, man? You watching Sperm World? You watching Alex Jones?
So Sperm World,
sounds like the worst theme park ever.
It's a
slippery
documentary that follows, I think, 3 different guys that participate in a Facebook group that matches, let's call them amateur sperm donors with women who want to have a baby.
Okay.
So basically, it's women that, for whatever reason, don't trust the sperm bank system or mostly can't afford it. Some of these people do not charge for their services at all. One of them just travels around visiting the kids he's fathered all the time. I mean, it's just people who meet up. The one of the guys was getting ready to. He was explaining how he was getting ready to do a natural insemination. Mm-hmm. Basically, he was just going to have sex with a woman.
Yeah.
Just to donate the sperm, and then most of them are, go off to a bathroom and then they come back with a cup. But
literally,
it was a really very weird documentary, but it was interesting.
I like that because as a guy who naturally inseminates women as a charity act, you can act like you're doing something nice.
You're speaking about yourself. I'm like,
no,
a lot to say.
No. I'm saying if you are that person, you can. You act like you're doing something really sweet and charitable for people, but really you're just going around and having sex with strangers that you're meeting through this group or this outlet.
I would imagine that most of them don't have sex. I would say that I think a lot of them do artificial, but DJ Axis on Twitch says, and I know exactly who he's talking about. There's one of the guys in the documentary who is the one that travels around a lot, because I don't know if he has a home. But he's got over 100 kids.
Wow. All those kids and no home. That is really an unfortunate lot of life for that particular guy. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com and G emails. G says about chicken parm. Hey, junkies, just heard the bit about Mo and his search for the best chicken parmesan. If you or any of you ever venture up to Rhode Island, you got to check out this place that he sends along a spot. I'll send that over to Mo. I know he made his own this weekend. He's going full chicken parm world, man. I don't know what's happened to the guy, but he's doing it right now. Love the show, G, it says. David emails to tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. Hi, this is the bread guy. I'm a bread vendor in Rochester, New York. I've lived a colorful life, and part of that time I was in the military, and I was in military intelligence and photography. You talked about Israel targeting World Central Kitchen, that's that charity organization, and wondering why it happened, even though Israel said it was an accident. Somebody saw something about those vehicles and called up to their leaders, whether they gave the correct information or not. Their leader in charge of giving the firing command gave the go-ahead. Once this go-ahead was given, the shooters kept going after the target until it was destroyed or taken out. After everything was said and done, then it came out that it was a false target and a mistake was made somewhere in the chain of command. Yes, that's how I diagnose this as well. The only other way to really diagnose this is to go Israel bad, much like the America bad thought process, which is just smooth brain as can be. But Israel bad, Israel likes killing people, Israel wants to genocide all the Gaza people. So they, even though these people were doing good there, they killed them on purpose. I don't think that lines up with reality. He says, after everything was done, it was somewhere in the chain of command. If we look at the United States, the same thing happened in two very well-documented stories with video to back them up. One was the United States shooting a British tank in the Gulf War, where a tank was destroyed along with several British troops killed. Well, that is a big, fat mistake. Two, the United States and Iraq went after people walking around with cameras. It was a news crew, but was mistaken by pilots to have weapons instead of cameras, and they were taken out by an AC-135 gunship. This is true. I am aware of that. I've seen that video, and I know that story. To the point where a truck was picking up the bodies, and that truck was destroyed as well, and it had children inside. True story. We blew up in Iraq. We shot at and blew up a bunch of people who were with somebody with a camera that we thought was a gun. We thought it was like an assault rifle. And that is absolutely true that they killed those people. The U.S. military did on accident. And then when the ambulance came to pick up the person's body and get them out of there, they indeed did accidentally blow up the ambulance as well. Not a good look, any of that. That was in broad daylight, if I remember correctly. Maybe not. I don't know. Sometimes mistakes happen in war, and they're horrific. There are so many different pieces in a battle that it takes time to disengage from the mistake. Hope this helps explain things to the best of my knowledge. I have listened to your podcast for a couple of years and love the show, says David from Rochester, the bread guy.
Rochester.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David. Appreciate you.
Thank you, David.
And Elon Musk is in a whole world of trouble. Why? We're going to find out. That is coming up next in Jury Duty. Also, we'll see what the latest is with the total solar eclipse. Another dumb question. I'm just going to keep throwing these dumb questions out there. All right? I kind of asked Elon this earlier. I said, does it happen at the same time? Like, let's say somebody was in Los Angeles and somebody was in New York City. It doesn't care about time zones. It happens at the same time regardless of what time zone you're in, right?
So, not numerical, but yes, it happens at the same time for everyone.
Yes. So for every person, regardless of what time zone you're in, it's occurring at the same time. It's not like it travels across, like, hits in waves
It's
across
not going to be like 3 o'clock here and 3 o'clock in Texas. It's 3 o'clock here and 2 o'clock in Texas.
Nobody experiences it before or after us, right?
No. We're all doing this. We're all in it together.
All right. We're all in this together.
Some people have been experiencing it already.
No, they're just seeing the very beginning of it. You mean the Mexico thing?
Mexico!
Yeah, they're just seeing a little preview of this.
Oh, a little hip.
We'll give you all the latest on everything that's happening, and that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
You know you can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Fantasy.
After a dazzling run, Caitlin Clark came up just short in the title game against South Carolina. She showed us she plays like Steph, but her career's been more like Luka. High volume, lots of shots, lots of points, and just not enough to win a title, not enough around her, but she carried women's hoops to heights they've never seen. Here's to hoping it continues in the WNBA. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Homeowners, do you need a new patio, driveway, or front walkway? Install Brick Paver can give you a beautiful outdoor living space. Would you like a custom fire pit for relaxing with your family? Or a custom outdoor kitchen or pool deck renovation? Everything you need to create a perfect outdoor paradise, Install Brick Paver can do with spectacular results. Go to installbrickpaver.com to see our amazing home makeovers. Get a free quote for your outdoor project at 407-337-4040. Install Brick Paver is a family-owned and operated company with over 20 years of experience and fantastic Google reviews. Call today and get $250 off your next project. Fire pits, paver driveways, patios, and pool deck renovation. Install Brick Paver does it all. Call for your free quote and $250 off your next project now at 407-337-4040. That's 407-337-4040.
Fraudulent tax returns due to identity theft increased by 30% in 2023. If you're in a bind this tax season, LifeLock can help. Their U.S.-based restoration specialists are dedicated to helping solve identity theft issues, and all plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which means if you lose money because of identity theft, a LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan. Help protect your information with LifeLock. Go to LifeLock.com and save up to 25% your first year with my name, Clay, as your promo code.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day. But when we're driving, cooking, and working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
They're modern-day con artists, and they're the focus of Creating a Con, a true crime anthology podcast. Season 1 spotlights Ray Trapani and his tech startup scam, endorsed by DJ Khaled and Floyd Mayweather, and built on empty promises and millions from bilked investors.
If someone's like, oh, what's your best way of making money? I don't think start a business. I'm like, oh, we should start some sort of scheme, and I can't help it.
Listen to Creating a Con on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Creating a Con.
Hey there, homeowners. Russ Rollins here. Are you tired of staring at a cold, unused pool? It's time to make a change. Spring is the perfect time to add solar heat to your pool and enjoy it year-round. Solar Source customers, they enjoy family time, nighttime pool parties, movie nights, birthdays, and even low-impact workouts. Don't let your pool be a monthly expense with no enjoyment. Schedule a free consultation from solarsource.com/monsters. Remember, friends of Russ Rollins save even more money.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In Office Orlando.
With 3 generations and over 45 years of Florida experience, Handyman Roofing knows storms and hurricanes. We know how to evaluate storm-damaged roofs and not cause more damage. Handyman Roofing has the expertise to get your roof done. Plus, easy financing in case your insurance company is dragging its feet. With multiple emergency response teams ready, Handyman Roofing will be by your side now when you need it the most.
Knows how to get things done. Count on Handyman Roofing to get it done. Handyman Roofing to get it done.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you right now, like Lost 80s. Just search Lost 80s and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheet. Less static in your life? Yeah, it's the sheet. Smelling fresher than ever? It's the sheet. Oh, so soft fabric. Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes. You know it's the sheet. Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out.
So much good news. We'll get to jury duty with a little bit of bad news for some people in just a moment or two. But I'll tell you what this good news is for me. I'm celebrating over here, and you'll see why momentarily. Right now, looking up at the skies, there she blows. This is in Mexico. NASA covering the total solar eclipse today. And it looks like, I don't know, it's like halfway there or something. Like,
it is cool looking. And then, from what I understand, I don't know if it has to be in person, but you could see solar flares at some point. Like, you could see the little explosions off the sun.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know if you could see it, like, via a lens.
Whoa. Oh, they're really zooming in now. Yeah, I could see something there. I don't know if that's those solar flares, but...
Cool.
Or is that just clouds? Is that clouds in the way? Am I going over? I don't know. It's wild looking, though. It's very, very much a big, glowing sun.
Looks like freckles.
And about halfway to an eclipse at this point in time during the live broadcast.
Also, speaking of live broadcasts, did you get the picture I sent you?
I did.
Yeah, CNN right now is hilarious.
Is that from CNN?
Yes. They're in Indianapolis. And
This is something they would have put us up to if we weren't on the radio.
Let's
without
see.
a doubt.
Hold on. This is on CNN.
Yeah.
We get paid for this.
They're moving past each other to explain how the eclipse works. So.
Okay, there they are.
And they're going to do the Space Shuttle Columbia coming up later on
You
today.
got a guy dressed as the sun and a woman dressed as, I believe that's the moon.
Yes.
And they're recreating what happens when you get an eclipse. So this is what's happening on the news side of things. What's happening on my side? Just a glorious day. Just a great day.
And this is This Week in Sean Shows Off.
I'm not necessarily showing off, but hey, let me bring up this story here. I want to bring it up in front of me so we can take a peek. When I saw this, I was like, please, please, please. Here is the story from our friends at Fox 35.
Great people.
And you could see.
I noticed they were not.
But is it your
around, man.
neighborhood?
It is, yeah.
All right.
It says peacocks getting booted
That's
from neighborhood.
What you want to do, man?
And they're getting them out of this neighborhood. They're not anywhere by me. They come around every once in a while, and I'll just see one on my front doorsteps.
I mean, how long ago? I had text you guys. God, what was it? Less than a month ago that I was like, I just counted 30 peacocks.
Yeah, there's a lot. And they just keep having like little ones every once in a while.
So cute.
But they crap everywhere. There's one house like a ways away from me where they hang out all the time. This poor lady. And she has all these yappy dogs. And we'll walk by and the dogs, all the dogs are yapping like crazy. And then she's got all the peacocks on her house and they're all on the roof and they're just diarrhea faucets. I mean, just running through this thing. And they're so loud, and she's got the dogs yapping, and the birds crapping, and the peacocks
Dogs
making all the
yapping,
noise.
birds crapping.
It's so much, man. And there's now a move here. It says, after a complaint to the city from a resident about the peacocks being a health issue and damaging property, one peacock was removed. One was killed not that long ago. One got killed, and the people in the neighborhood didn't know what to do.
Why are they killing them?
They just put a box over the top of the dead peacock, and for like a week.
How'd it get killed?
I think somebody plowed into it. I think it was like
and that's
in the
on
road.
purpose. You know that,
Maybe.
right?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe. They
was in
walk
this-
very slow. They have. They're very present when they're walking across.
Yeah, I don't know
Someone
if it was
did that on
night.
purpose.
I don't know what it was, but I know that it was in an area where you can't drive fast. I can't really tell you where it is, but it's in an area where like you're in the back of a neighborhood, so you can't really drive fast over there. And they ran right into that damn thing. Commissioner Patty Sheehan says, I went and there were 3 inches of poop all over these people's front yard.
3
There
inches,
was-
like thick.
That's gross. Imagine like wading through that. There was poop all over their cars and all over the roof of their house. And I'm like, wow, I wouldn't want to live like this. Commissioner Sheehan says she used city discretionary funds to hire a wildlife trapper after unsuccessful efforts to move them with things like light lasers. They've been trying to move them with light lasers. So far, one peacock has been removed from the resident's property.
Oh, good.
Commissioner
Only
Sheehan,
80 to go.
well, they said the issue is that they're being fed, especially in one area near the home. So one neighbor must be feeding them, or this says everybody's feeding them. The more you feed invasive wild animals, the more you're going to have. Well, they just live here now.
But what do they eat? Is it special peacock food, or are they eating perhaps cat food that is has
They could
piles
be.
of it everywhere?
It doesn't say what people are feeding them. It says we went from 15 peacocks or 20 peacocks to having almost 100. So it's not that big of a deal if they're dispersed throughout the neighborhood, but they have tended to congregate into yards. And we're going to trap a few more at this house. They said, there are no plans to eliminate all the peacocks, but they would like to trap and relocate more to thin the herd a little bit. So they're going to scoop these suckers up and boot them from the neighborhood. And I say, good on you, Commissioner Sheehan, doing the Lord's work out there. Thank you for that. All right, here we go. All together, let's hold hands and do it as we jump face first into this. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the news junkie.
First face first.
What was
First
that?
face first. Jump face first is what I meant to say. Into jury duty. We've arrived, folks. Here we are. We're doing it right now together. Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only, the man who texted me just moments ago. He said, let me bring up Mo's text. He said, I'm fueling up the plane and heading to Rhode Island. He's after that guy's chicken parmesan wreck. He wants to go up there and get it. He's not really going, I don't think. Maybe he is. I don't know. He's really serious about this, trying to find the best chicken parmesan in the world. He's really diving into this. And first face first, he's headed for the chicken parmesan as well. But we'll get to these stories in a moment. I got to tell you about Mo. If you are injured in an accident, it doesn't have to be in a car. It could be in a motorcycle. It could be at work. It could be you're in a big box store and something happens to you. You need to get an attorney. And there's a lot of attorneys that won't appreciate the fact that you're bringing them a case. And Mo is not like that. He's going to be an appreciative person through and through. He's going to be personable. He's going to hear your story and fight for you up against the billion-dollar insurance companies. And you should not feel bad about doing that. This is how you protect yourself, your family, your future. You go to the website, justcallmo.com, justcallmo.com, or 866-CALL-MO is the number after an accident. Elon Musk is in big trouble in Brazil right now. A crusading Brazilian Supreme Court justice included Elon Musk as a target in an ongoing investigation over the dissemination of fake news and opened a separate investigation late Sunday in the executive for alleged obstruction, they said. Ooh. Justice Alexandre de Moraes noted that Musk began waging a public disinformation campaign regarding the top court's actions, and that Musk continued the following day, most notably with comments that his social media company X would cease to comply with the court's order to block certain accounts. So in Brazil, they've had a rise in power of a new leader not too long ago. They're doing a huge crackdown on like gangs and stuff, which is super good. But also there's been some sort of like takeover of the Brazilian Supreme Court. So there's something to watch there. And they're not super happy with anybody who's criticizing them. And they want to take a lot of that chatter off of X or Twitter. Musk will be investigated for alleged intentional criminal instrumentalization of X, they said. Instrumentalization of X. And it's all about fake news in their mind, and he is in some trouble. And divorce court, the real reason that Sacha Baron Cohen and Isla Fisher, is that how you say her name?
I think it's Isla.
Isla Fisher. I know her from...
I don't even know her.
The Office. I know her from... what was that one where she was like having a whole mental breakdown?
Well, she was in Wedding Crashers, I believe.
Oh, she was. You're right. Yeah, she was the one that liked Vince Vaughn in Wedding Crashers.
I'm gonna find you.
Yeah, that one. I want to see what the name of that show was.
Now You See Me, Wolf Like Me.
She was so good
Strays,
in this TV
recently,
show. No. Why am I not seeing it?
Nocturnal Animals. Was that?
No,
was that
it was a television series that she was in. Unless I'm confusing her with somebody else.
She played a character in Arrested Development named Rebel Alley, who was the child of what's his name? Opie, the producer of that show.
Yeah.
What?
From Happy Days.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Ron Howard. Ron Howard.
Right.
Yeah.
So her name in the show was Rebel Alley, and she was supposed to be Ron Howard's daughter, and it was a play on the joke where all of Ron Howard's kids, like Bryce Dallas Howard, the middle name is where they were conceived.
Oh,
so the joke was that Rebel Alley was conceived in an alley.
Maybe it wasn't her. Maybe it wasn't her in the movie I was talking about. I thought she was in that one where she was like, where she cut herself and stuff.
Maybe you're thinking of a different redhead.
Amy Adams?
Oh, it might have been Amy Adams because the two of them do look very, very similar to each other. Hold on, let me see. Amy Adams.
To be honest, I did not know that they were together.
Oh, those two? Sharp Objects. Amy Adams, you were right. It is her. Sharp Objects is the one I was talking about. Sacha Baron Cohen and Isla Fisher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I didn't either for a while.
But
and
it's timely considering all the stuff that's coming out with Rebel Wilson.
I think they're saying but it's not. It doesn't have anything to do with that.
Well, what they're saying, the reason for the divorce is that she wanted to live in Australia and he wanted to live in England, and that's where she's from versus where he's from.
That's doable with
you never
Hollywood
know.
Actors.
Yeah, they live
together.
apart from each other sometimes too. He's 52, she's 48, and they said that was the big issue here. They were divided over parenting and where they were going to live, and that led to this. Is she the one? No, this is wrong, I think, right? She's not the one who talked about sticking a flute in her...
No, dude, you are mixing up all the redheads,
that's
man.
the redhead from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
So she wasn't...
Was she the one that said tomorrow, I'm always there tomorrow? The orphan girl?
I love you tomorrow?
I'm always there tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I'm always there tomorrow.
You're only tomorrow.
Not Annie. Not Shirley Temple.
Allison Hannigan was the flute girl.
Okay. All right. Oh, she was the one who was in How I Met Your Mother?
That you confuse it with.
I don't know that many redheads. I think I've just named all of them.
She was Lily from How I
ones.
Met Your Mother, yes.
Our friend Melissa is a redhead. And by the way, they're in Amsterdam right now. My God, have you seen any of the photos of Fowler?
What a time.
My God, it looks beautiful over in Amsterdam.
She's a redhead?
I think she is, isn't she?
I mean, strawberry. I don't think it's our business to share on the radio while they're in another country. How about that?
Is that a real personal thing? Crossing boundaries?
Is this the guy that was he's a prince over in England?
No.
Princess Diana's kid.
No, I named all the redheads I know, and they were all females. And Sacha Baron Cohen is not with one of them right now. We know that one. Oh, my God, we are way behind. Okay.
Great.
Oh, gosh. Jeez, dude.
I'm redhead
Might
ranting.
as well do the legal ID at this point.
All right. Wait, quick break. We're coming back. We've got all the latest, the big roundup you've been waiting for.
Jessica
the total
Chastain. We miss her.
solar eclipse. And the countdown is
Julianne
fully
Moore.
on. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Emma Stone.
All the cool kids are doing it, and you want to be like the cool kids, don't you? Well, don't you? The Talkback feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for slowdowns on I-4 westbound between the Beach Line and approaching State Road 535. Authorities are clearing up an accident on the Greenway, now off to the side, northbound between Airport Boulevard and Reinhardt Road. There's delays due to an earlier accident on Kirkman Road northbound at Arnold Palmer Drive. Travel with caution in these areas. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Are you ready to put some cash in your pocket? Because Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you'll have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. But there is a catch, because there's always a catch. Right. If you get a call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Hi, I'm Henry Winkler. My eyes are very important to me. My eyes connect me with everything I love. I loved my late father-in-law dearly. He always lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. And since partnering with Apellis, I've learned there's an advanced form of dry AMD called geographic atrophy, or GA. His struggle with vision loss made me want to help others know about GA's warning signs. For some, colors appear dull or washed out. For others, hazy or blurred vision make it hard to see details, like fine print on price tags. Many have trouble seeing in the dark, making driving at night difficult. GA gets worse over time and cannot be reversed. If you think you have GA, don't wait. Treatments are available. Ask a retina specialist about FDA-approved treatments for GA and go to GAWon'tWait.com.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. I'm the president of New South Window Solutions. What I like people to understand about our company is what's unique about us. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. We go out of our way to make it easy.
Going on now. Save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
If you ask anyone who's experienced LASIK, they will tell you it's the best thing they've ever done. And more often than not, they'll add, I should have done it sooner. So what are you waiting for? The Filatowski Eye Institute is offering free LASIK consultations. Just text 1041 to 868686 and start your journey to better vision with the Filatowski Eye Institute. They've performed over 65,000 LASIK procedures using the latest state-of-the-art technology. If finances aren't concerned, they offer 24-month interest-free financing. Text 1041 to 868686 to schedule your free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute.
Fraudulent tax returns due to identity theft increased by 30% in 2023. If you're in a bind this tax season, LifeLock can help. Their U.S.-based restoration specialists are dedicated to helping solve identity theft issues, and all plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which means if you lose money because of identity theft, LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan. Help protect your information with LifeLock. Go to LifeLock.com and save up to 25% your first year with my name, Clay, as your promo code.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Another happy SafeLight customer.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
There I was driving down the highway when out of nowhere, a rock hits my windshield. So annoying. But then I remembered SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace. I booked my appointment at SafeLight.com. And with my insurance, my new windshield was no cost to me. SafeLight even handled my insurance claim, which was the best.
Cracked windshield? Just go to SafeLight.com and let SafeLight take care of everything.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
Send yours over at thenewsjunkie.com. That's thenewsjunkie with an IE.com. You do it on your phone, your laptop, whatever you got. It's a great way to join us on the show. You don't have to wait on the phones or any of that nonsense. The solar eclipse is upon us. That means chaos. That means people are just going to get crazy in the streets. It was a weird day out there.
All over the place. Cats and dogs living together.
Yeah, it's just absolute chaos, or so we're told. That's what's happening out there. I always think back, I'm like, what about in history? Like way back when, before science figured out all the cool science stuff, it must have been mind-blowing when something like one of these solar eclipses happened.
I think you thought like the gods were pissed at you.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
What'd you guys do? The sun is not working right now. What the hell happened here? And there will be one guy with a brain and be like, actually, I predict that this is the moon getting in the way. And
some of those guys shut their mouths about that, because if you said anything that wasn't the Earth is the center of the universe, if you were going with instead a heliocentric approach, which I think is what they say, where the sun is the center and we orbit the sun, and then they would have you like hanged, I think. Yeah, that was heresy. You can't do that. Our friend Sam is currently streaming on, let me see here, get the account right, SMA's Sky, SMA''S Sky, where you can watch the whole eclipse. And check this out. This is like a whole to-do, man. Oh, wow. This is currently what's going on and all the details and everything you need to know. And sun-related songs, I think, that are playing on the playlist as well. Well, if you look, ESPN's in Mazatlan right now. Mazatlan?
ESPN is?
No,
really?
CNN. Sorry, did I say ESPN?
Yeah, ESPN. I was like, oh, damn.
Listen, ESPN probably doesn't have a whole lot to do today. They should be following the eclipse, too. You're about the edge of the sun is about to disappear from the view in Mexico in that first place. The first place to like really see it, I think.
Yeah, for us, I think it's a little bit further off because I'm seeing it like just starting to occur right now. And so you're saying the Mexico one is like straight up there?
Yeah. So to re-answer your question from earlier, because you asked a question that I know to you was based on time zones, and it's not going to be a thing where it's different in different time zones. It's all happening at the same time, even though the numerical time is different. But there are people that will see it before others because it's happening from south to north.
Yeah.
So it's traveling that path.
Oh, whoa, you're right. Okay, in Mexico, it's straight up jet black. It's pitch black. all the people who are gathered at this place, they like have their phones out. They're just in the darkness right now.
Yeah, and all those phones out right now are they're all jamming up the cell service right now.
This is exactly what we were talking about, Sea-Lion. Everybody's recording the moment of totality on their phones.
How cool. See, so look at the edge. See the edge of the sun? You could see the solar flares, like the explosions of lava.
That's freaking. I don't like to picture the sun as a thing that's on fire like that. I just like to picture the sun as a giant illuminating thing.
Oh, okay.
Because knowing that it's on fire and there's like fire leaping out from it and stuff, it makes me
Burn you
more
alive.
worried. I don't like that.
Everything to you is balls of gas, Pumbaa.
It's
a little scary.
That was funny, Sea-Lion, and I appreciate the throwback. What we did to prep for it last night was watch Don't Look Up.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, that movie holds up.
I rewatched that movie recently. It was
Great.
Good
It's
movie.
so funny. I mean, it is also like I still, after, I think this is the third time I've watched it, where I'm like, I had that moment at the end where I'm like, oh, this is a lot.
One of the things I thought was...
This is really might happen one day.
One of the things I thought was really funny about Don't Look Up is the evolution of Leonardo DiCaprio, where when he starred in Titanic, he was like the hottest dude. He was on the cover of all the girl magazines. They were like, oh, Leonardo DiCaprio is like the sexiest actor ever, blah, blah, blah. And in this movie, he plays an okay, mid-looking nerd.
Right.
And then nerd gets on and starts telling everybody they're going to die, and for some reason, that news anchor wants to bang him, and he has this
And
weird...
she's like, tell me everyone's going to die.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, he has this weird, like, comeuppance as the hot nerd, even though he's plays like a not hot person at all.
Well, the crazy thing about that is how accurate the depiction of how all that would be on like the morning television shows, where he's like, and for that reason, all of Earth will cease to exist in the next 48 hours. And they're like, oh, you're really kind of being a bummer, man.
Yeah. We're going to say 70%, okay? And they're like, no, it's 99.75%.
But isn't it going to be kind of fun? Like, we can have a little fun. We have some cocktails.
Can you make sure it lands on my ex-wife's house?
I liked they were waiting in the White House and they keep getting pushed off because the president has more important stuff.
Jonah Hill's the best part of that damn movie.
Jonah Hill's great in the movie, but there was somebody else that was somebody was like the chief of staff and was like, oh, I'll get you like a soda and a bag of chips. It's $3. And then they find out later that it was free. So the chief of staff is just pocketing the dude's
And then
cash.
even like halfway through the movie, the world is like absolutely going to be, doomed. And they're like, I just can't believe, as a 10-star ranking general, he charged us for the snacks.
That's a good bit. I like that. I think it's right, like at the most dramatic part there in Mexico. Though it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm looking at it now on CNN. It's like you could see like one big pimple flare that's happening right now.
It's pretty eerie looking. It's like the feed on NASA. No, last time it took you quite some time to get that thing sent back.
Look
there
at
it
her.
is. Okay, cool. Yeah, is that Mexico too? I mean, it probably is, right?
First city in North America announcing the total eclipse.
Okay, so it's Mazatlan, Mexico, and it's cool. I mean, it's good.
They're having webcam issues. She got it this time.
Okay, but there's like this back part.
What do? You just stand there and stare at the sky when this part happens?
No, Sean, put the damn glasses on.
Wait, all right, come on. Can we be real here? Like when you got total eclipse going on.
You want Courtney to guide you through light and dark now?
No, I don't want that necessarily. Oh, look at that. See, it looks like a little Cheerio up there in the sky.
Where?
It's just somebody zooming up on NASA. They just zoomed up with their phone to take a look at it. And this seems
these glasses tell you something, man.
There's a point, though, where I feel like it's totality, and I feel like if you just take a peek for a second, it might be okay. There's not a lot of sun coming through. You know what I mean?
How long? Because obviously we've all had these moments where you stare into the sun by accident.
Yeah.
Right? So like
it's bad.
Bless you. All right.
Sorry.
Getting nervous, everybody.
Apologies. I'm sorry about that.
Wow. It looks so dark as far as like the the total city, the first one in North America. But considering how dark these lenses are, it's like that's how much you shouldn't be looking in the sun for a long period of time.
It really doesn't last super long when it's pitch black, though, because in Mexico, it's already bright again.
I'm ready to get off on, excuse me.
Okay. Damn, this did something for you, huh? All right. Well, we're just going to watch it.
Man.
What do solar eclipses mean to cultures around the world? As I said before, it must have been back in the day.
I want to complete my sentence, please.
It must have been back in the day so freaky where all of a sudden the sun stops working for a handful of minutes. And they said instead of going outside and looking at the sky during the total solar eclipse on April 8th, some will stay inside with the curtains closed. Members of Navajo Nation traditionally treat the solar eclipse as a sacred time to stay inside and quietly meditate. Henry Fowler, a math educator at Navajo Technical University, says when the solar eclipse happens, it is believed that the sun is dead, but it's always going to rejuvenate, rebirth itself in the cycle so that we're able to live in harmony with the natural laws again. In order to honor the order of the cosmos, they don't drink water, eat, sleep, or use the restroom during an eclipse. What if you have to go, Navajo Nation? What if you're really just dying? And this is right in the middle of the eclipse. They say they don't look at the eclipse out of respect and because they worry the powerful event could lead to unbalance in an individual. They think it makes you crazy. The Acapulco Guarani people of eastern Paraguay and northern Brazil say eclipses are caused by a bat or a jaguar chewing on the sun or the moon. In Norse culture, mischievous Loki is to blame for the darkness because he lets his giant wolf swallow the sun and then the moon.
Loki.
In Choctaw legend, it's a black squirrel trying to eat the sun. That's how they explain the eclipse.
That's going to be my next lower back tattoo.
The Pomo, an indigenous group in the northwestern United States, have a story about a bear taking a bite out of the moon. There's a lot of animals that gobble up the moon, they think.
Is it made of cheese?
And in Hindu mythology, Rahu gets his head cut off after stealing and drinking the elixir of immortality.
Okay. Riddle me this. C-Lane, I'm sorry, you're not watching CNN, Sean, but they just showed a shot of people, and it seems like there's like a string with smaller strings coming down. Do you see this?
See it. Yeah, what is that? Is that like...
What is that?
Is that the solar eclipse string? Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
What is that? Any idea?
There's a long string over the crowd.
Maybe it's just like a really weird, like, string of phone chargers so they all can...
Shut up. That's no way.
Honestly, though, but why do you have that?
I don't know. I have not seen that one before. Yeah, there was a bunch of strings out over the top of the crowd, and everybody was kind of focused on it. Mexico's now just bright as can be. Just looks like a normal day.
You know what?
It went from bright to pitch black to now right back to brightness again.
I appreciate this because everyone's just focusing on it and how cool, and you're going to have all of like 4 minutes to see it. And then tomorrow it is back to...
Right back to the grind.
Doom and gloom.
Right back to the grind.
So let's have fun.
All right, let's see what we got going on here with some of your dispatches. We got some time to work those in, and I know many of you are very excited today, or you're yelling, stupid eclipse, don't care about the eclipse anymore. And we'll see
what
where
about
you're
the
at.
open border?
Here is DeLand Man talking about redheads.
Hey, news junkies. DeLand Man here. There is one redhead you can't possibly confuse. She's the one from Mad Men, played the secretary. I think her name is Christina Hendricks.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Built like Jessica Rabbit. I'm sorry, but she's going to look different than every other redhead that you could possibly even consider confusing her with. I don't know how you could. Anyway, if you would do that, Sean, I can't say that you're not a moron.
Okay, anyway, I can't say that you're not a moron.
And I'll be listening.
I can't say that you're not.
Double negative.
I don't know if I want that, actually, now that I'm considering it. One thing that got
That's calling
me
you a
was,
moron. Yeah. Can't say not.
Who's the lady from the movie Easy A?
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Yes, thank you. Emma Stone is correct. Emma Stone is not actually a redhead, but when she was doing like stuff to try to get into movies, she wanted to stand out a little bit more, and she dyed her hair red. And I always thought that must be super weird because you're like a representative for redheads.
Sure.
When you think of redheads, people think of Emma Stone.
When you Google redhead actresses or famous redheads, Emma Stone comes up. Are we sure she's not a natural redhead?
No, she was on that Smart List show, and she said she just decided to do it. to just dye her hair, and then she started
I did see
getting
her
roles.
pubes and poor things, and they weren't red.
Oh, they showed that? Was it a merkin or what is that? Is there a lady?
I did not do the Googling. I was like, full bush, got it.
It's a merkin, whether it's a male or a woman.
Is it a merkin or a Melvin?
I don't know.
Do you
I'm not
really?
sure.
So does that mean you have to shave your own pubes in order to put fake pubes on?
It doesn't make a lot of sense, honestly. It's a strange thing that happens in the movies, but I think. Here's Pizza Peisenberg with some thoughts on the sun.
Merkin, a pubic wig.
Yoski Chodes.
Oh, go ahead. What was it?
It's a merkin. It's a merkin. That's the pubic wig.
You're just a browser right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to work on something here.
Pew, pew.
At the risk of sounding like Sea Lane and the Moons, it's just getting old. I'm tired of hearing about it.
No.
Shut up about the sun. Shut up about the sun.
Tip your astronomers.
Thank you, Pizza Peisenberg.
What was
Too
that
bad.
from?
I don't know.
It was The Office. It was Gabe.
Was it? Oh, I don't watch the Gabe episodes. Yeah.
You don't like Gabe?
It's not that I don't like Gabe. His character was okay. It's just that the heyday of The Office was the seasons right before that. Yeah, it's not even just Michael Scott, though it is. It really is. When he left, it did go to hell. Actually, some of the seasons when he was still there were not as good either. It just the writing went downhill. Anyhow, here's King Rob with the dispatch. Don't get me back on the redheads or this again. I'll just start talking. Here we go.
Hey, Sean.
Hey.
You're saying that you don't like black and white on film anymore. Well, here's a swift kick in the nuts for you. On that Ripley show, they actually reference the colors of the outfits that each other is wearing quite often. Very, very annoying.
That's good. I did not know that they did that. I still might watch it because I've heard good things about Ripley. So I may tune in for a little bit of this and give it a shot. But we got a lot of things that we're watching right now anyhow. And I'm super into the Palm one.
Oh, same.
Palm
Royale.
Springs. Palm Royale. The Palm Royale
that one's been
is
fun.
So good. Like I love it's Kristen Wiig, right?
Sure is.
I think she is, and I say this like genuinely, I think she's one of the best current actresses. She really, really is so much better than most people know.
If you think about it.
The movie that she was in, where she was a television host, and
was she going through a psychotic breakdown and won $1 million? Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to Me.
Welcome to Me she was so good in that movie.
Have you seen Skeleton Twins? Also incredible.
She's
Have
in
you
that
seen was it Masterminds? Also brilliant.
She's really good. Yeah.
And
I think this show shows that she can play all kinds of different roles, because in this one, she's kind of like the hot, she's not a mean girl, but she's the one who kind of gets bullied by the other rich girls because she's kind of faking it till she makes it in the Palm Beach world.
What's her face? Come on, the older actress who is, from what I understand, 0 lines so far. It was the aunt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That poor lady.
It's been the best. She's the absolute best.
She's just like your friend in the Doctor Show. We're really nailing all the names today.
Yeah, we are. Come on, people.
I am so lost right now.
Carol Burnett.
Carol Burnett is in this, but she's like, what's your favorite television show? The one in the hospital?
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy, where the lady is in it, but she's not
Meredith
really
Grey.
alive. She's in a coma for like all of the show so far. She doesn't get to say anything. She's just there as things are happening.
But killing it.
It's great. That show is really, really good. C-Lane, you're back. Hi. It's so good to have you back. He was just a browser for a little
eclipsed?
while.
No, I was working on having alternate things that we could look at.
Okay.
Besides me.
Cool.
Well, I like looking at you too, though.
Thank you, bud. I
You guys
appreciate
done
that.
flirting? We have to go to a commercial break.
He thought I was being just a stone cold dick today because he was trying to hit me in the talk back, Sabrina, during breaks, and I wasn't saying anything, but it was broken. The talk back was broken.
The device was frozen.
So Steele would be like,
hello?
Hey, you know what's crazy? And he'd tell me like a little story or something, and then just silence.
Just show him that picture of you with the glasses on.
I give him nothing as a response. Okay, quick break. When we come back, here we go. It's time for the eclipse. And soon enough, I think Sabrina and Celia are going to make their way up onto the roof.
To the roof!
really get a good look at things. We'll see what happens. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
There's a bit of slowdowns to watch out for on I-4 westbound between Sand Lake Road and approaching State Road 535, where John Young Parkway meets US 192. There's always a bit of delays there. You could expect delays due to an accident on the Greenway northbound between Airport Boulevard and Reinhardt Road. On Florida's Turnpike, it's pretty mellow. You won't be expecting any delays there. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world. Protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Listen up, my friends. Let me tell you about that mortgage guy, Don, especially if you have a quote already. Let's say you have a quote for a refinance, purchase, or a HELOC. Hit the compare button on thatmortgaguyDon.com, and you'll find out if it's any good. If you already have a great deal, that mortgage guy Don will tell you that too. Peace of mind right there at your fingertips with an expert and a friend that you could trust. So start the process today by going to thatmortgaguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgaguyDon.com.
You don't need a resolution to lose weight. You need a solution. And that's Red Mountain Weight Loss. Red Mountain Weight Loss has full-strength semaglutide in their newest medication called Revelex. It's specifically formulated to provide full-strength semaglutide in a daily tablet. With Revelex, you'll lose up to 15 pounds a month. And it's not a shot, so you can skip the weekly trips to a doctor's office. But here's the best part. Revelex costs about half of what you'll pay for other semaglutide medications like Ozempic. That's right, I said half the price. Plus, Red Mountain includes medically supervised meal plans and free lifetime maintenance to help you keep the weight off. So why go anywhere else? At Red Mountain, you get no shots, just results for half the price. Trust the leader in medical weight loss. Red Mountain Weight Loss has helped millions of people lose weight safely, and they can help you too. Go to redmountainweightloss.com. That's redmountainweightloss.com.
Hey, if you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most: attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day, but when we're driving, cooking, working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Call 844-ADD-HELP-5. That's 844-ADD-HELP-5.
They're modern-day con artists, and they're the focus of Creating a Con, a true crime anthology podcast. Season 1 spotlights Ray Trapani and his tech startup scam, endorsed by DJ Khaled and Floyd Mayweather, and built on empty promises and millions from bilked investors.
If someone's like, oh, what's your best way of making money? I don't think start a business. I'm like, oh, we should start some sort of scheme. And I can't help it.
Listen to Creating a Con on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Creating a Con.
Hey, homeowners, Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious. Your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at solarsource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office, Orlando.
Fraudulent tax returns due identity theft increased by 30% in 2023. If you're in a bind this tax season, LifeLock can help. Their U.S.-based restoration specialists are dedicated to helping solve identity theft issues, and all plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which means if you lose money because of identity theft, LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan, Help protect your information with LifeLock. Go to lifelock.com and save up to 25% your first year with my name, Clay, as your promo code.
Tommy Mello here, owner of A1 Garage Door Service. Springtime savings are here, and now is the perfect time to service your garage. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. Call A1 Garage today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
A1 from day one. You can tell spring is in the air thanks to that thick coat of pollen that covers everything from your car to your house. And if you suffer from allergies, this can be a tough time of the year. So breathe easy this spring with Renewal by Anderson's energy-efficient windows and doors. Improved indoor air quality is just one great benefit. Renewal by Anderson's beautiful design with a variety of color options bumps up your curb appeal, too. And during their 30-day spring sale, you can save $325 on every window and $825 on all patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Visit rbafla.com for details. Expires April 30th. Some restrictions apply. And if you're looking for a new career, Renewal by Anderson is now hiring experienced window and door installation subcontractors with general and trim carpentry experience. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Again, visit rbafla.com for details. License number CGC 1527613.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind. If you've been in a car accident, you need to know a term. It's called statute of limitations. That means you have 2 years from the time of the accident to actually file a lawsuit if need be. If you don't do that, you're going to lose your rights to the claim. Now, sometimes some lawyers will wait till the last minute to file or contact you with just about a month left saying that they don't know if they want to proceed with your case. Be careful with that. For more information, contact me at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546, office Orlando.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Lost 80s, playing those songs you forgot you knew from the 80s. Duran Duran, Huey Lewis, Tina Turner, and more, all commercial-free. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Lost 80s, and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This is
Love you. We appreciate you. And today was a big day. It's the total solar eclipse day, and people are kind of freaking out a little bit, right? There's a little bit of a panic that sets in whenever anything like that goes down. And our friend Austin, friend of the show, Austin, he decided to hightail it, and he wanted to make his way toward Austin. Where did you go? Where are you there? It looks beautiful, but where are you? Uh-oh.
Russellville, Arkansas.
Russellville? Okay, see, then we got like a pop-up on the, I'm sure you
I see it.
He's doing all the things. Russellville, Arkansas. Why is that a place? Because I can see all the people around you. There's a ton of people who are hanging out there ready to watch the total solar eclipse. Why is that a good spot? Is it just the beautiful view that I'm seeing?
Yes.
It's that. It's really close to totality. It's supposed to be one of the best spots to see it. So they're actually throwing like a big eclipse concert down in the town.
Oh, cool.
And then a few of us are up here.
Yeah, it's a bunch of people who are gathered.
Who's playing at the eclipse concert?
Bonnie.
Bonnie Tyler. I don't know.
Yeah, he's done so much research.
We went up to this place. It's just like a separate little mountain.
Yeah, it's like a mountaintop
this is
area.
The part they're talking about, the cell phones.
Yeah, it could be. There could be some cutout issues. But what I'm looking at right now is just glorious, like
it looks beautiful.
America, you know? And this is going to get pretty damn dark because he's in the path of totality there, Austin is. And how many, like, it's right after the top of the hour, right? Like 30 minutes or so from right now? Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Turn
Frozen.
around, where is
got
us,
him.
and now we got Eclipse by.
The tech gods got him. They gobbled him up.
I'll tell you
we'll
what,
see.
I just went outside, and I could see it. I could see a
Oh,
little
really?
crest. Yeah.
And you put your glasses on, I'm hoping, right?
Oh, I sure did, because you by no means can see it if you just look directly at it. But I nerded out as soon as I walked into the lobby. I was like, "You have your glasses? You can see it right now." And then I turned to the right, and there's like 15 people outside, just like
everybody's looking up there.
It was really cool. Now I did attempt like putting the glasses over my phone to get a picture, and I mean, there's one of them where I'm like, "This is where I broke my lens." I'm sure.
Oh no! It like actually did some damage to it.
I don't know. It just like it feels like I did it wrong because I don't see a crest, but I see what looks to be an evil sun.
I kind of want to raw dog it.
You
makes
can't
me-
see it if you raw dog it. I'll tell you that much.
Austin said like the cell network there, because it's a small town, is just completely overloaded by all the people who are there doing the same thing that he is. But he drove. Let me see. He had sent me a photo like of his mission starting to head up there. He drove 15 hours, 37 minutes.
Damn. That's a lot.
1,025 miles to go over there and hang out and be in the spot where they thought it was going to look maybe the best or had the best possible option for everybody. And that's where he ended up. It's pretty damn insane how many people have done things just like that and made their way to where they think is the perfect spot to get a look. Sabrina made her way to the roof.
No, I didn't go. I was from downstairs.
Oh, that was from downstairs.
Yeah. Roof party as soon as we're off the air, for sure.
Roof party is right in the midst of everything here, too. I wanted to know, and I think it is the case just based on what we saw over on the CNN feed and the stuff in Mexico. Celine, I know you're working on things, but I got some stuff in the way on your side. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure you're aware.
Oh, put the curtain back down.
When I was watching the stuff in Mexico, I was pretty stunned by just how dark it got.
Oh, yeah.
It was literally dark. It was dark outside as if it was the middle of the night and that crowd was gathered.
Kerrville, Texas, now experiencing the total eclipse, and it is completely dark.
That's so weird.
Bizarre. There's also like 100,000 people in one spot right now.
Oh, is there really?
Yeah.
Some of these parties are massive where they have gathered to.
What do you do for the rest of the time?
I don't know. Oh, this is Kerrville? Yeah, there you go. Kerrville, Texas, now experiencing total eclipse, they
Cool.
said. So CNN is kind of doing the thing that they do.
That's what I was working on this whole time.
What's the thing that they do? What do you mean?
Watch CNN. Just popping it for those of you over on YouTube or twitch.tv/the News Junkie. There's always a little extra show over there. But Kerrville, Texas, now experiencing a total eclipse. And yeah, look at
Okay,
just
so when
jet
you're
black.
like in this moment, you still have to use the glasses?
I think
I think
they
you're
suggest
supposed to.
you do. Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Because there's just that glimmer, that little.
Look, and it's lighting up right now. Go back to it. Now it's like you'll see in just a couple moments it starts to lighten up as it moves. You see the sky in the background?
Yeah, you could see it getting a little bit less pitch black.
Whoa,
and then
science, baby!
Right in the middle of the day, this is happening.
Look,
That's
just
crazy.
wait. It's getting lighter as we're speaking, but just a little delayed, and you'll see in about 3, 2, 2.5,
1.
You see it happening? All right.
Yeah, I see what you're
Take my
talking
word
about.
for it,
Yeah.
people listening on the radio.
It doesn't last that long where it's completely black.
So-
it doesn't last that long.
I think one of the streams that I saw had like a ticker on the bottom that was like, hey, don't look directly at it unless the sun is fully covered. And I was like, I'm surprised they're even saying that because pretty much
On
you
the
should
screen?
go.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
look. Now go back to CNN.
Yeah.
Completely light. Damn it.
It's not light yet. It's still dark out there. But it's less dark. Yeah, it does. It lasts like maybe 2 minutes, just the pitch black. There it is. See? So you could definitely see this
Told
getting
ya.
a lot brighter there. It's over. It's just like that, man. You miss it if you blink. If you blink for a really
Now
long time.
everyone's like, okay.
So what do we do now? Now Austin's going to go, once it's done where he is, Austin's going to be like, all right, I guess we go to the concert down in that city where we have no idea what bands are playing or what's happening.
There you go, Austin.
He's having a good time. All right, when we come back, we're going to do the final dispatches, the stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a lovely Monday. The total solar eclipse day ends when we come back. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Saying things that management will have to apologize for later. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I am Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 midday weather update for Central Florida. Today we'll see a high near 80 degrees with times of passing clouds. All eyes to the sky for the 3:03 p.m. peak to a partial solar eclipse, where roughly 60% of the sun will be covered by the moon. It may dip in temperature for a few degrees during that time period, just a couple of minutes of that before warming back up after the event is over. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey, DQ fans. They've got the deal of the century for you. Download the DQ app and get buy one, get one free Blizzard treats. Just like that, you can get any 2 Blizzard treats for the price of 1. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy, taste good.
This Saturday at Elixir, it's MMA fight time with Pereira vs. Hill. You can watch it at Elixir Bar, downtown Orlando. No cover, drink specials, and great food. Join Jack Bradshaw from the Jim Colbert Show and Angel Rivera from the Monsters at Elixir at 9 p.m. Also at Elixir, you can buy your Earth Day birthday general admission tickets during regular business hours, cash only, and skip those Ticketmaster service charges. Earth Day birthday is April 20th at Central Florida Fairgrounds. And this year, the Angel LaBoom will be hosting the Real Radio Monsters Chill Zone, where we also have the acoustic stage. Elixir Kitchen and Bar, downtown Orlando, 9 West Washington Street near Orange Avenue. Find them at elixirorlando.com.
Turn up the cleanliness at your restaurant, healthcare, or industrial business with Alsco Uniforms, the official sponsor of the Orlando Magic Mop Crew. We've got you covered with crisp uniforms, hygienically clean linens, floor mats, and of course mops delivered weekly. But that's not all. Alsco Uniforms also offers weekly services for first aid and restroom supplies. Discover why it pays to keep clean with Alsco Uniforms. Visit alsco.com to learn more. Again, that's ALSCO.com.
With 3 generations and over 45 years of Florida experience, Handyman Roofing knows storms and hurricanes. We know how to evaluate storm-damaged roofs and not cause more damage. Handyman Roofing has the expertise to get your roof done. Plus, easy financing in case your insurance company is dragging its feet. With multiple emergency response teams ready, Handyman Roofing will be by your side now when you need it the most.
Knows how to get things done. Count on Handyman Roofing to get it done. Handyman Roofing to get it done. If it plugs and turns on whatever the make, get it all covered, 'cause everything breaks.
It's a fact. Things in your home are gonna break. Appliances and plumbing can cost hundreds to thousands to repair. Air conditioning, even more. Don't let home repairs break the bank. Call GoEverythingBreaks.com today and get a free quote for total home warranty protection. Everything Breaks covers major home systems and appliances, starting at $1 a day, including electronics, from cell phones to flat screens and more. Call in the next 30 minutes and get 3 months of coverage for half off. Plus, gain instant vehicle repair savings too. For a free coverage quote now, call 800-FIX-IT-77. That's 800-FIX-IT-77. One free call could save you thousands.
Get it all covered your way, 'cause everything breaks.
Limitations and exclusions apply. See plan terms and conditions for details. Coverage not available in all states. Actual savings may vary based on the coverage plan and repairs needed. Call 800-FIX-IT-77. Online at GoEverythingBreaks.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first. day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I'm concerned about my water heater.
If your concern is of a serious nature, press 1. If it's more of a frivolous matter, press 2.
Doesn't even make sense.
Just press 1 or 2.
Fine.
Fine. What are you so concerned about?
My water heater's like 15 years old, and I'm worried it might...
Oh, this is exciting. Has it burst yet?
Well, no, but...
Only a matter of time. Hey, everyone, 15-year-old water heater, place your bets.
Are you laying odds on when my tank will fail?
Have to make this call interesting somehow.
This would never happen at Frank Gay.
True enough. So, $10 buy-in. What's your guess?
Guess I should have called Frank Gay.
When you need a new water heater, it's no time to gamble. You want your problem fixed fast before it turns into a bigger one. That's the Frank Gay way.
I've got a side bet he'll hang up and call Frank Gay in 3, 2, I win!
FrankGayServices.com.
Another happy Safelite customer.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
There I was driving down the highway when out of nowhere a rock hits my windshield. So annoying. But then I remembered Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace. I booked my appointment at Safelite.com. And with my insurance, my new windshield was no cost to me. Safelite even handled my insurance claim, which was the best.
Cracked windshield? Just go to Safelite.com and let Safelite take care of everything.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, postnasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
The cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Monday, the solar eclipse day. And that was one of the more bizarre things about this whole solar eclipse day. They had the animals at the Dallas Zoo, like a live reaction. And the animals were super confused.
Could you hear it?
No, Sabrina was watching it. You said they were like grouping and gathering together and stuff, right?
Yeah, it was the ostriches that they pointed out that all got together. And then they said the zebras were also all together. And then the giraffe could not give less F's.
Giraffe's like,
Just
whatever.
walking around. But
No
all of them, like,
worries.
and it made me feel like it was cool and interesting. And then I immediately was like, I feel bad. They don't know what's happening.
The animals are super confused when this stuff
And
happens.
they all like grouped together, like, what's happening?
Yeah, that's very, very strange. And they did that right at the Dallas Zoo. I guess CNN had like a whole crew over there ready for it. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. And this is from Bill. Bill Paxton, actually. Real name.
Rest in peace.
Bill says, a further Love Docs update. We were talking about where some of these folks were nowadays. And he says, Dano now has a successful podcast called Don't Come Here, Stories of the Treasure Coast, which you can find at Florida's treasurecoast.com, for a travel company. And he and his wife have welcomed a baby. Oh, that's amazing. Glenn and Julie are happily retired in Asheville, North Carolina, where I have lunch with him when I visit my son. Oh, that's cool.
You want to tell him that you gave all his business out on the air?
Maybe. Rich is the same as always, caustic and hilarious, although he sadly lost his wife. Luke got married, and now works for a tech company. He says, Leah is a realtor now. There you have it, says Bill. Bill, thank you for the update. Very, very appreciated.
Luke used to be my guy there. That used to be my contact whenever I was...
He's cool.
We were coordinating stuff.
Yeah, Luke's a good guy. And glad to see everybody off to some new interesting things for sure. And I still throw that out there, would love to get everybody back together for something. That would be super cool to do like a retrospective kind of thing. I think people would be into it. All right, we've got the total solar eclipse today. Sabrina's going to run to the roof. Celine's going to run to the roof. And
look, it says on CNN that the next totality is going to be where Austin is. Isn't that what he said, Russellville?
Yeah. Russellville, Arkansas. Yeah, it says 2 minutes.
Oh, Genesis warranty. You got yours still, bud?
I just got mailed something today. I have something outside that says there's a recall on my car. And
they sponsored the Eclipse, so congratulations.
They got money for that at least. I went out and looked up at the Eclipse. I looked up there.
You could see the crest, right?
I could see it happening a little bit, like it was
cool.
like halfway there or something when I peeked up. And
see the pictures I sent you guys?
I did. Yeah,
they're awful.
Really
bad pictures.
A lot of people taking pictures they probably won't look at again right now, but that's how it goes when these things happen. I did notice that
this guy's he's not even paying attention.
He's done. Celine's checked out.
I can hear you.
Right, but get in the camera. We're trying to talk.
See ya. Don't care what you're saying anymore. I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
What did I learn? Come on.
You never get off camera there, Sabrina?
No.
You ever take trips around your...
never do.
Trips around your studio to do stuff?
No
let
way.
me give you just a little tidbit here from me to you. Please do remember, don't be a dummy like me. Please do remember that just wait until you're in the exact location where you are going to put on your solar eclipse goggles.
What did you do?
Because when you put them on and you try to walk to the location, you realize you're blind. You can't see anything. I can't put them on and then walk outside and then go to you have to find the exact spot where you're going to be. That's the way to do things. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Monday, April 8th, 2024. Here goes nothing. Today I Learned this show.
Sesame Street.
That's right. Not only does Elmo, the Muppets, they call him here, have a father, but he's also a soldier who served in Iraq. Elmo's dad is a vet, they said. His name is
Thank
Louis.
you for your service, Mr. Elmo.
He first stepped into the spotlight in the Sesame Beginnings special back in 2006, wearing a retro bowling shirt and a cool stash while he played some tunes for a crawling baby Elmo at the time. Big fan of swing music, and I guess he served in the Iraq War as well. So there you go. Semper Fi.
Tell me
whatever.
about his kinks, man.
It doesn't say here. I'm sorry. It just says he's a vaguely Southern and he's a jazz musician. He's into that.
Vaguely Southern.
Following the solar eclipse of August 11th, 1999, the BMJ reported only 14 cases of eye damage from improper viewing of the eclipse, a number lower than initially feared. In one of the most serious cases, the patient looked at the sun without eye protection for 20 full minutes.
Okay, yeah, bad move, man.
Today I learned this woman.
Bonnie Clyde.
Bonnie Clyde.
You did this to me.
Bonnie Clyde comeback. Today I learned Total Eclipse of the Heart was supposed to be a Meatloaf song, which I can hear it.
It was written by the same guy that wrote most of Meatloaf's songs, Jim Steinman.
Bonnie Tyler got it, though.
Salisbury, we call him.
Her performance is legendary. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. And if you missed any of this show, get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.